Hello there. Hello, everyone. Everyone, no one. I don't know if anybody will watch this because, unfortunately, this is just an impromptu stream. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But first of all, I wonder, where else do I know about that I could tweet this? With you in a moment, everybody. You know me, I'm just doing a little bit of setting up and so on. Hello, Nalani. No, we haven't. No, there's plenty yet to settle. Plenty. In fact, I'll just have a little poke about. So this is Settlers 3, as you may remember. I'm not really familiar with this one. Cup of tea. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I know. If I make a scout... Is this a scout? That's a thief. I don't need a thief. Pioneer, geologist, pioneer. Let's make a pioneer. And there's our pioneer. And we can just have him go walkabouts. When his name is whispered through the pride. Oh yeah, that's right. And here I'm up against the enemy, who've probably killed all my knights. I might have to start at one of our turn, but I don't want to... Oh, you're back home early. Go and look. I told you to. I can't really remember how we eventually figured out the boat system, so I don't really want to start the level again, but I might have to. And then over here. Okay, so if you haven't seen this before, this is the Settlers 3. I've been playing it a certain amount on stream, and it's a game where, well, as I'm sure you can see, it's an old game, and we're these little fellas. And we're, building little houses and we're making a little town. But I don't remember this one because I never really liked it. So I'm seeing what I can do about that. Seeing if I can't get over that little hump. Well, I'll tell you what we could do. We could always have a go on the tutorial, couldn't we? I've really tried that. But is this another... No, that's an opposing team's little guy, maybe? Is it? Or is it one of my geologists? I don't know. Send that little scout over in this direction. Right, what was I doing? Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. That's right. To make more knights, I need more weapons. To make more weapons, I need to do a lot of mining. And to do a lot of mining, I need to provide my miners with food. So I've got a farm here, a windmill here, and once you've milled your wind, you have to turn it into some bread. So we've got a bakery there. Jolly good. What else do I need? Oh, I also need a waterworks, but I think I put one down somewhere around here. Where was it? Let's see. Which one of these is a waterworks? Move this one because it has a little, what looks like a little wheel. Come on, I want to know what a waterworks is. Aha, waterworks. There we go. So I have got one. Where have I put it? Aha, there it is. I found it by little buckets of water. Alright, so we're okay for water. What else do we have? Pig farm, here we go. Let's do it. Not really room up here. So let's put a pig farm down here. Oh, not really room down here. Alright, well, I'll go there. I'll go there. And then I will expand my territory. Okay, here we go. We're going to get some pigs. What's that, by the way? Grain farm. So here the little fellas all muck in. Building, just sort of flattening out the ground for me first. Flatten. Flatten, flatten, flatten. Oh, look what happened to this tree. It's like a ghost of a tree. Oh, did you see that? Oh, look at that bubbly pond up there. Flatten, flatten. What's that clicking noise? Oh. Probably means there's a stonemason somewhere around here. Yes, there it was. A few of them. Oh, here come some guys with wood. Lovely. Yeah, exactly, Nilani. I wasn't confused by it, but I was offended by it. I did not consent to it. And honestly, that played a big part in my eventual non-playing of the game. Which I'm now trying to rectify. There we go. No, not a fan of the way they build up either. Look, it's just uncovering, a different sprite. Whereas on the Amiga, in the first one, and presumably in the second one, I can't remember now, you saw them put up the framework first. I suppose this is a framework, but I don't know, it was more convincing than this. So no, I never really got on with Settlers 3, but I'm determined to fix that. Because it must be fine, right? Most of the... I find with this sort of game that at first you have this... You find it difficult to get in, and you're resisting. But it's your problem. And when you just let it happen, you go, oh, okay, this is good, actually. Well, I just got a little flashback to Ocarina of Time, which I suppose was around the same time as this. That would have been going on in the living room while I was in the next room along, playing this. When did Settlers 3 come out? Probably about 1998-ish, isn't it? Evening... Oh, gosh, right. Vargas Jalton. What is up? Well, what's up? Not a lot. Everything's pretty good. I spent today working on a Sonic thing. A long-form Sonic thing that I'm working on. I don't yet know if it's going to be a video or a podcast, what it's going to be. But it's long. I was working on that. And then I worked a little bit on a song that I'm currently making. I think I need to step up production on that, but, whatever. Oh, and I've got a lovely cup of tea right now. That is a nice cup of tea. How's your cup of tea? Ah, never mind. Abby's got a very serious face. I was just asking how your cup of tea is.
Fine, thank you.
Okay, bye. She's fighting a very difficult pig in Assassin's Creed. You guys fought the pig? It's very, very difficult. It's got mini pigs. Which are the little pigs that come with pigs Lego sets. Sorry. What nonsense. What do my pigs need? They need wheat. They need water. Yes. I need a waterworks on this side of the pond. What was it? It was this, yes. Let's pop it over here. It's nice and close to the river. Is it? Is that close enough to the river? Because you've got to put it on a river, but I've been sort of assuming that anywhere it says you can put it, look, all of these ghost versions of it, counts as on a river, but I don't know if it does, or if I would be falling prey to my own silliness. So let me put it there, which, oh, see, is right on the bend of the river. Okay. Winery. Okay, well, to make wine, I guess I need grapes, right? I don't have a grapery. Perhaps grapes just appear. Perhaps that's just a growing resource. Abby's got an extremely very cross face on, and she went, shh, oot. She's got headphones on, so she probably doesn't know that she's saying stop it quite loud. And I don't know if she's saying it to me or the pig. Right. It's weird seeing everyone stand around seemingly wasting time. I know, I completely agree. However, I have an antidote to this. If you will indulge me, and by indulge me, I mean, you know, come to more streams. I've just bought Robo Settlers, which is a game you may have seen or heard me talk about before. It's basically, somebody's made an indie game, which is basically a tribute to the original Settlers, but with robots. It's pretty much what I dreamed Settlers 2 would be when I was 11. But instead they just made more Settlers 1, which is fair enough. Okay, why did I put that there? I don't need another guard tower there. Ooh, what are these messages? I'm under attack. Not anymore. Yeah, exactly. That's how I know I'm not anymore. Yes, true. That's true. The stonecutter can't find any rocks. Okay, well, let's be rid of you then. Fare thee well. Did a good job. Do I get the 5 rocks that were in his house? Oh, I think that's what they are. Alright. So, what are my current tasks? I need to make soldiers. And drink tea. All I need to do is make soldiers. So I need to make some weapons. So I've got an iron ore mine, a gold mine, a coal mine, an iron smelter.
Oh my god!
You nearly get him and then not.
Yes!
Hey, well, that's a step closer, isn't it? No, it isn't.
There's no...
No, did he just completely heal himself again? She's fighting this pig, right? And it just totally heals itself while you're in the middle of fighting it. So what you do, obviously, is you go on the internet and you look up tips. And the tips do say, like, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. But it doesn't work. So I think they've patched it, you know? Oh, what's happening over here? Okay. Right, where was I? Yes, I need to make weapons. What have I got there? That's an iron smelter. What have I got here? That's a coal mine, but he hasn't got any food. That's right. Nobody's got any food. Okay, let's get a fisherman first. Then there might be some food. So, see, I'm really bad at this. So basically, my only skill that I have with which to play this is just like the fact that I've played other Settlers games. So I know the general score. I know that. You know. I know that to make food you need bakeries and fish, and to make pigs you need water and wheat, and then a butcher. Well, I'll worry about that in a minute, and then when I've got food, then I can feed it to the miners, and then they will mine, and then I can make some weapons. Here we go, we've got a pig! There's our first pig, and for the very first time in the Settlers series, it manages to not be a very nice pig to look at. Well done, Settlers 3. You done went 3D, and it's terrible. But, you know, it pays off later on, so okay, you just shouldn't have done it at this early stage. Yes, I know. I'm trying to make a soldier now, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so another pig. Okay, so soon I am going to want that butcher's. So, let's see, where do I get a butcher's from? Slaughterhouse. Is that a butcher? Or is that a separate thing to a butcher? Nope, slaughterhouse, okay. Well, I wasn't sure if, like, you know, they get slaughtered at the slaughterhouse and then, I don't know, sent to a sausage-making man. But I guess they make the sausages at the slaughterhouse. That's weird, right? Calling it a slaughterhouse rather than a butcher? Because the main thing I'm interested in is the sausages. I'm not interested in the slaughter. You know, that's just a means to an end. Hello, Marinthu. 5th pig will be taken out of the pen. Oh, really? So I can think of the pigs as a sort of a countdown timer to when I get sausages. Oh, well, I'm not going to get sausages, but when the butchers get pig. This is a, Oh, by the way, as you may remember, I tried to play this a while ago when I thought I was playing through all the Settlers games, and then I couldn't, and my whole playthrough of the Settlers games was thwarted by the fact that Settlers 3 did not stream. We're now in the re-release of Settlers 3, and this works. But I say re-release, it came out this year. Oh well, not this year now, last year, in October, I think. But there he goes. There goes that last pig. Just pop it on the floor there because we haven't got a butcher yet. There is a problem with it. It won't run full screen. And I don't mean it won't stream full screen. I mean it just won't run. Like, you turn it on, and a split second later it just quits the desktop. I don't know why that is. I haven't bothered Googling it, so there might be a way around it. But I'm playing it in windowed mode at the moment, so I can see my taskbar and the bar along the top of the window, which is not ideal. But I've cut them off for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Once it's fired up, every single piece of wheat plus water will make a pig. Oh, to be slaughtered. Lovely. You have a non-standard resolution, I think. Well, it's not very non-standard. 1080, 1920 by 1080. That's fairly standard, but not for this game. So, yes, I wouldn't be surprised if it has trouble. They're sort of they're supposed to have fixed it really for that purpose, aren't they? Really? Alright, we've got a slaughterhouse now, and it's a cool one. Look at this. It's got this an old tree poking out of it. I like to imagine it's coming out of this door, because they just built it around it. That's not part of the model. That was just on the ground where I built it. So let's see what happens. What do they need? 2 pigs. That's it. Oh. Oh no, they're just carriers. I wonder what my butcher's going to look like. What's happening here? Yes, thank you. I know. I'm working on that now. Oh dear, I'm getting very cross-psychic vibes coming over from Abby. She's not having a very nice time beating this boss in Assassin's Creed, so she's huffing and puffing. Well, maybe we can send her some good vibes. She's trying to kill some pigs, and the pigs are too strong. So maybe if we slaughter some pigs, that'll solve the problem in some way. But I'm gonna need a butcher for that. Where's my butcher? Are you my butcher? You look new. I've seen you before. Looks promising. Yes, he's the butcher. Alright then. Let's have a butcher's at him. There he goes. Oh, well, that's not very Settlersy, is it?
What?
I said that's not very Settlersy, is it? The whole thing of Settlers is that you get to watch them do their work. I don't get to watch him do his work. I mean, it's grisly work. I can see why they wouldn't want to show it. But in the previous games, they showed it in a way that was kind of comedy. Kind of nice. They just sort of bonked the pig on the head. Aha! Yes, here we go. Here's some fishermen. Don't know why I said that. It's one fisherman. And then what's this say? Yeah, I know. You don't need to keep telling me. I'm going to sort that out. Okay, so that probably means I've got... Where's my stocks? Probably got some food now. I've got 3 meat foods. 18 bread foods! Oh, well, those are 16... What are those? I'm going to have to lean my head physically closer to the screen to see what they are. Oh, sacks of flour. Of course, sacks of flour. Silly me. What's over here? Oh, there was plenty in the chat, thanks to Marinthew's expertise. With 1080p, it should work. Yeah, it should. Okay, you have meat. Go to the distribution settings and make sure coal mines get meat as well. They don't on default settings. What a pile of nonsense is that? Okay, so I'm looking for the distribution settings. Distribution settings. Distribution. Okay. So I need to send some bread Oh, okay, so that is going to the coal mine, but that's all it's going to. And what's the difference between bread and meat? Is meat like super bread? I'll just give everybody a bit of everything and see what happens for a while. Now, I haven't gone to the top in these two because I assumed that it would bring this bar down, you know, but I guess the point is that it's like the most you can have, yeah. Okay. So we'll give all the food to everybody. There's a latest Settlers game where if you send meat to somebody, it will make them produce 3 times as much as if they don't have any food at all. Whereas bread, or fish, which are the same in that game, they'll make twice as much. So with the same amount of resources. So you know, if it's a butcher, he'll get 3 sausages out of the one pig, say. Okay, so while that goes on, let's have a look to see it. Well, it might have gone. Oh look, I've actually got. Oh, that's stone. So that's coal. That's presumably iron. That's gold. So I've actually got quite a bit. And then there's like refined iron. I've got stacks. So the question is, why haven't I got any swords yet? That's what I need. Where's my tool making man? Oh, I tell you why. Because some of the goods will be on this side of the hill. So, now then, which one of these boats is my stuff-taking boat? That's a transport ship, and that's a transport ship. That's a what? It's just nothing. I don't know what that is. Okay, well let's. Aha! I know. It's a trading ship. That's the other kind of ship. So I do want that ship. There's a little dock. Can I go there? And then I can put some stuff on it. So what can I put? I can put like some of that stuff. Some iron. Yeah, good. Let's try that just to start with. I'll take some coal and some gold over. Let's see what happens. And then I think I pressed that, yeah? No! End of route, no. Okay. Place dock. Well, I've already got my waypoints. Yeah, look, there they are. Alright, well, let's just try it again. I mean... make it high priority. Just for now. Just see what that does. I can't find the button for go! Perhaps we'll just stop fiddling with it. No. Ah, I can't remember. Let's see what Maranthu has to say about it. Coal mines go into their mine 3 times for bread. Iron mines for meat. Gold mines for fish. Oh, really? Oh, gosh. Oh, I might have to write that down somewhere. I have to write that down somewhere. Okay. Settlers 3. Actually, hang on. I've already got a Settlers 3 text document around here somewhere saying something. Here we go. Mines. Okay, so coal, bread, iron, meat, gold, fish. Goldfish! Ha ha! For the other food types, they only go into their mine once or twice, unsure. Also, you can build a house that turns wood into coal. Yes, don't know the English name. The name is Charcoaler's Hut. I haven't been using it, so yeah, why don't I? Well, because I've got plenty of coal, to be honest, but I might do that at some point. You configured it, and they'll do it now. No need to press another button, because there is no go button. Well, okay, but they're not doing it, look. Look, they're just not doing it. Just sat there doing nothing. Oh, hello. Is it because I've already done it? Is this a bit of coal? No, that's stone. I've got plenty of stone over there. No problem there. No interest in doing the thing I wanted, although maybe it's because I haven't got all the materials I asked for and they need to pick them up. Perhaps I should be... Oh, well, there's not going to be any gold, is there? There's not going to be gold on this side. Oh, look. Are these guys coal mining for me now? Oh, I know. So they're coal mining for me now to put in my boat, at which point the boat goes across, maybe. Your game's looking wrong on... Oh, gosh, yeah. Oh, gosh, look at that. Oh, weird. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm just playing the game normally. Right. Well, let's see what I can do about that. Oh, is it because I tabbed off and then back on again? No, because I've done that before. Right, hang on. Dunk. Donk. There we go. Right, sorry about that. Oh, and there goes the ship. After all that. Lovely. Yeah, so I guess it just didn't have any goods at all. And is that a specific... Is that a bucket of coal that I can see on the ship? Thanks for alerting me to that, Maranthew. And all the general help that you're just really loading onto me. I wouldn't know what I was doing without it. Which isn't great, is it? I mean, I feel as if perhaps they ought to make it a bit clearer what's happening in the game. But then again, maybe I should have spent longer on the tutorial. Maybe I'll just play the tutorial in a minute, eh? What do you think about that? Cup of tea. Well, I've got loads of trees, haven't I? What are my woodcutters playing at? Where are they? Oh, that's why. That's a forester. Well, I don't need any foresting. I've got plenty. So I'll tell you to halt and deactivate robots. Stop working. What's the difference between resume working? Huh. I guess I already had them on halt. Okay. I've got these two woodcutters. I don't know where they are. What are you playing at, woodcutters? How much wood have I got anyway? 26. Oh, I can do better than that. Oh wait, that's planks. 52. There we go. Yeah. I kind of don't like the way the trees look in this, and I just want to get them out of the way. I might just build another woodcutter just to get rid of them. Yeah, go on. Let's have another. Where are you? Woodcutter's hut. Oh, that's why I haven't built another one. There's no space. Because I want to put one like here, really. Well, I know what to do. Let's get rid of you. I don't need a forester. You're going to be rehired as a woodcutter. In my head canon, anyway. In the game, probably just going to be homeless. Nope. No, it's not letting me put a woodcutter in there. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to put one down here and just hope he can reach. Any carriers free to come and help with that? Oi, lads. Over there. So, if this game is so specific as to have favourite foods for individual mines, but they don't really tell you which one's which, then... Oh, and I ought to sort out the distribution of food for them in a minute. Then... I'm probably also going to have to learn whose tools are whose, aren't I? Well, let's see. Those are for farmers. That looks like a fishing rod. Oh, that is. Let's think about it. It's got these 3 bits. That, I'm going to say, is a blade. That and that, probably different kinds of handle. Or maybe that's some tool for doing something. So I don't know, I'm thinking that might be something to do with farming. But then that's for farming. This, probably the land scraping guys use that. Well, they seem to just have big shovels. And these are pickaxes for the miners, I should think. Oh, it's gentle though, isn't it? Hey? The forester was disabled when the hand is shown. Oh, okay. Oh, right, so... Are you sure? Because that says stop working, which makes me think that I click it to stop him working, whereas the hand... Oh yeah, no, that's exactly what you're telling me. Dooba-doop, dooba-doop-doop, I'm a clever man. A-dooba-doop-doop-doop-doop-doo. There's my boat with more stuff on it. Bit of iron, bit of coal. I wonder if there's any food over here that I need over there. Oh, well, no, I suppose I need food over here as well. But, have I got a fisherman over this side? Yeah, there he is. I could do a bit with more than those. I could do with more than that, though, couldn't I? Yeah, go on, let's have another fisherman's hut. Do I have to put it near fish, I wonder? Like, I've seen... Yeah, there's a fish. Does that mean that in the sea there's always fish? Or does it mean there's fish specifically there and I'm going to put it there? Let's find out by putting it there. Well, we won't find out, will we? That won't be of any use at all. Okay. Sorry, Maranthu. I'll get to it eventually. They have 8 logs in front of their hut. Oh. And this is presumably a sawmill, and this is all of their... Yes. Planks. And here he goes to get one. Yes, okay. Oh, he's made loads of planks. Lovely. Okay, so in terms of... All the wood's been chopped that's going to be chopped. So they won't continue working. Anything that has 8 in front of it is maxed out. Okay. It can be difficult to see how many they've got in front of them, but I take your point. Okay, that's all cool. They can't change jobs once they have one. Oh no! Is he just going to stand there for the rest of his life now, just in the forest, remembering the time he planted it? Carriers only start moving once the shovel guys arrive there. Okay. That's a saw, those are axes, and those are pickaxes. Yeah. Oh, this is a saw! Oh, so this is what the woodcutters use. Right. I know, sorry, Maranthu. Yes, you have to put it next to fish. Thank you. Good, lovely. This is quite good, though. I do like that, you know, yes, it's a lot to remember, but I quite like that you've got to remember it, because, I don't know, it just puts more into the game, doesn't it? Now, if you'll excuse me for just a moment. Do 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 do. Wait here in a moment. Do 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 do. Just give you a little bit of music to listen to while I do this. Imagine if what I was doing was I was like, well, I won't say it in case my FBI agent takes it seriously, but like, and that doing that tune was what gave it away. I'm not. I'm just. What I'm doing is I'm just on Discord and I'm just looking for something. Hang on. It's quite a night of gaming music, isn't it? It's like one of those. It's like one of those orchestral performances, isn't it? Like video games live. Where is it? Da 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 da, bum bum da 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 da, bum bum bum, ah da da da, ah ba da ba da ba da, bum dum dum ba da da, ah dum dum dum, do da do 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 do, ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba. Where is it? Honestly, in a minute, I'm going to have to accept the fact that I'm doing a stream and shouldn't be mucking about with this. But it was supposed to take like seconds. Okay, right. Forget that. Let's get back to the game. What a lot of silly that was. Not what the woodcutter used, what the log cutter plank making. Oh, of course. Yes, yes, yes. The sawmill man. You got him yet? Oh, well done. She got him. Hey! Let's see if we. How many pigs have we sacrificed to make that happen? We have sacrificed. Well, we've only got one pig left, and we had loads. What, 6 meats? So that's at least like 12 pigs we've killed. But it worked. You killed it. Well done. She doesn't look happy. You're right. I think she's having a big grump. Are you having a big grump? Yes, she confirms she's having a big... Oh, I'll tell you what. Have you got tea to heat up? Have you not? Oh, well, I want mine heating up, so I'm going to go and do that. You sure? Okay. I'm just going to heat up my tea, fellas. There's a bit of pasta sauce right on the start button of the microwave. It's a booby trap, that's what it is. Having to get out the cleaning wipe. The cleaning wipes are expertly arranged so that they don't come out one at a time. They come out in clumps. Right, there we go. Oh dear. Done that now. Okay. See you later, Maranthu. So now we're on our own, folks. Because Maranthu knows how to play the game and I don't. But hey, I might be able to figure it out, you never know. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be able to figure out some of the stuff that I've been up until now. But let's just plough on, shall we? Hey, because we've got little farms. Plough on, you see. You see, that's the level of insight that you're going to get now that it's just me. But we're going to figure it out. We are going to figure it out. Moment. Just a moment. Okay, so, what's going on here? The boat's heading back, and, well, by this point we must have some of what I need for making new soldiers, which is the whole point of this. Do I have any swords? Yeah, I've got 3 swords. That's not really very good, is it? We're going to need more than 3 swords. Well, we've got plenty of materials for... Oh, where have I put my sword-making man, anyway? Barracks. I don't know what a barracks is in this. Should have asked before Marithu left. Bakery, no. Iron smelter, no. Perhaps I haven't got one. I thought I saw one earlier, though. I'm pretty sure I saw one earlier. A weaponsmith 1, yes. But where? Where's my weaponsmith 1? What does he look like? He's got kind of a little wheel and a sticky outy bit. Is this him? No, that's an iron smelter. No. Aha! No, look! Yes, there you go. There's his little thing of coals. Okay, so he's got lots of coal. What else does he want? We want some iron. How do we get iron to him? Because there's no... Yeah, it doesn't have to come over the sea. It's being made locally. There's the iron smelter there. Where's its iron? I don't know, but what I can do is, in the meantime, I can start redistributing the food properly. Because I've been told that coal likes bread, coal miners like bread, iron miners like meat, and gold miners like fish. And I will fix that in a minute. Evening, Manco! Evening, Bravo Script Sundari. Yes, yes, the trees do look a bit oversaturated. Do you mean in the colour sense, or in the sense of them being absolutely everywhere? Because in that sense, I think they're oversaturated. And the other sense, yeah, but in both senses, I agree with that. Bravo Script, how good is the AI in Settlers 3? Now, are you saying that as like, I've got a question about this game. How good is the AI in Settlers 3? Or are you going like, oh, how good is the AI in Settlers 3? I love it. If you're actually asking me, I can't really answer you because I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm still experiencing it. Is he carrying a fish? It's flopping around, whatever it is. It probably is a fish. So we'll see. Right. So, focus, Dave. I need to make weapons. For that, I need this little man to carry the little lump of iron that he's currently carrying. Where is he? There he is. I need him to carry it to this guy's house over here. Is he going to do that? Let's find out. Here he goes. Wouldn't it be nice if I could speed this up? You'd think that would be a very basic function of this sort of game, wouldn't you? But no, they've not given us that ability. Oh, lovely cup of tea. There he goes. Oh, now we might get a little treat. We might get to watch the sword maker make a little sword, which I haven't watched happen in Settlers 3 yet. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I've no idea how many irons there are, because he's put them down behind this tree. That's no help. He's got millions, he's got 8 of them. And he's got 6 coal. Could you make a sword, please? Would it trouble you ever so greatly? Will you make a sword? Make a sword! Evening, Max. Sorry, I didn't mean to stamp all over you and Sloth's streams. Just I wanted to play some Settlers, you know? That's alright, isn't it? We can all stream at the same time as each other. We can catch up later. Are the houses lovely? I mean, they're alright. Thinking about buying Settlers 2 and 3 and 4 History Edition. Used to play a lot of Settlers 2 and 4, but never the 3rd edition. Well, my memory of it is that Settlers 4 is essentially a sort of, like Settlers 3, but with bells and whistles. So you might not need to. I didn't like Settlers 3 in the day, but I quite got into Settlers 4. And I guess I'm going to find out soon why that is. But yes, this is the history edition you're looking at now. Don't worry, it's not always so zoomed in. There we go. We can whiz about like this. But I want to see a man make a sword, and he's not. Why not? Why not? I mean, look. Look. Oh, is it? Oh, are these swords? Has he made too many swords? Have I got 8 swords? Let's find out. If I've got 8 swords, that would explain it. I've got 18? Oh, no, that's a fish. I've got 3 swords. Make a sword. Well, there's only one thing for it. There's only one thing for it. I'm going to have to make... Oh, I am making them. Oh, apparently... manual. Oh. Manual? Does that mean I can, like, select a guy and turn him into a... Oh, well, I don't know then. I don't know how this game recruits soldiers. I thought that when I had swords, it would just give them to blokes and they would turn into soldiers, but apparently not. I might have to do the level again, you know. Might have to do the level again. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Yeah. Maybe I've just gone wrong. Maybe this is unsalvageable, because that can happen. Tell you what we'll do. I'm going to save this. And I'm going to quit. And we're going to do the tutorial, right? Because clearly, I don't know enough about this game. And I keep trying to play it, and it doesn't work. So let's do the tutorial. Here we go. Greetings, Chosen. Welcome to the Settlers 3 boot camp. Please click on the arrow button to continue. All right. Please don't press any buttons until asked. Okay, well, you've put me at a bit of a... I mean, we're at an impasse now because you've not told me to press the button. You've just told me not to press any buttons until you ask me to press buttons. So I'm gonna be a scamp and press this button. Clicking on the computer symbol in the bottom left corner. It isn't the bottom left corner anymore, but it's at the bottom left corner of this because in the original resolution, you know, the screen was only about like that. So this would have been the whole side of the screen, and I remember it getting in the way. Not a problem anymore. Look at this widescreen real estate we've got. So clicking on the computer symbol allows you to leave or restart the tutorial at any time. What you see here is a typical startup situation. Or, well, no, it's a typical startup situation! The tower in the centre of the screen is your HQ. I don't like that. It should be a more impressive building than that. There are some settlers and soldiers standing around and a cache of boards and stone to get you started. Good. Now, hold down the right mouse button and move the mouse. Oh, gotta love this, haven't you, in PC games where the first thing in the tutorial is move the mouse. Still, this is an older game, but games are still doing this now. Move the mouse to navigate your viewpoint on the map. Make sure you go back to the HQ to continue. I did. Oh, okay, let me get it completely off screen and then. Your fundamental task is to acquire and manage resources. To acquire building resources, you need a powerful construction industry that produces boards and stones. First, you'll need to build a woodcutter. Go to the buildings menu on the upper left-hand side. Find the house symbol. There are 4 different categories of buildings. The first is resource buildings. Building in the top left corner is the woodcutter's hut. When you click on it, coloured dots will appear on the terrain. Yeah, as will stupid houses. The colour shows how much... Difficult to read that. The colour shows how much... Oh, I know. How much levelling that your diggers have to do. When possible, build on flat land. Green dots. Position the woodcutter's hut on a green dot north of the forest. Now, is that the forest or is there another one? Oh, that's the forest, okay. So, north. Doop. Watch how the diggers come first and level the ground. Then boards and stones are delivered by the carriers in a minute. The builders will come and erect the structure. Okay. Now we've just got to sort of, I don't know, sit about until they do that. Let's see what's happening in the chat. The trees give me Donkey Kong vibes, says Mango. Maybe that's just how all trees looked in the 90s. No, it is. I remember. Yeah, they were made out of a combination of sort of plasticine and graphics. Trans rights. Yeah, oh man. I mean, yes, I am feeling kind of inadequate now. Thanks for asking. Yeah, did you see the H Bomber Guy stream? It was amazing. Goodness me, it was like if the spirit of Pig Night could be used for good. I couldn't go to bed. I was up for hours just staring at it. And you know, in all that time, I don't think I once looked at the game he was playing, the actual Donkey Kong 64. I was just looking at the chat. Amazing. You had 10,000 people watching at once, and the chat wasn't evil. How does that happen? Really, I honestly think it was like, I don't know. It's a key moment that I'm going to keep in my head because, honestly, I think like anything good that happens from here will have that stream somewhere in its genesis because like, just really felt like the bad guys were the main guys, didn't it, for a while there? And that time, that night, 10,000 people stepped in to say like, no, actually, we're going to be good. That was amazing. Oh yeah, now I'm still on. Do you know, it's funny with Steven Universe. I love Steven Universe, and I always talk about it as like one of the best animated series there is. Oh, take note how one of your settlers pick up an axe, move into the woodcut hut, and start chopping trees. I always call Steven Universe one of the best animated series there is, and I mean that. But I've only watched a certain amount of it because when it was first coming out, I think it was Series 3, episode about like 9, 10 sort of time. I just completely couldn't cope anymore with the constant trying to figure out when it was on, find like a place to watch it, all of that. And so I just thought, alright, you've defeated me, scheduling. I can't do this anymore, and I just kind of stopped watching it. And then last summer I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna watch it all, I'm gonna start watching again, but I can't remember where I got to, and I can't remember what's happened so far. So I'm gonna start again from the start. And I did, and I got to almost exactly the same place. I think I got like 2 episodes later. And the very next episode was just amazing. And then, I can't remember why, it was for some reason. And then... Oh no, and actually that wasn't the next episode. It turned out I'd missed one initially. So I watched that and then... Well, anyway, point is, I got to basically the same place, like maybe 2 or 3 episodes later. So I'm now on Series 3, episode, I think 12. And I've just stopped watching, and I can't remember why. I don't know if it gets boring or if I've just had enough, because it really is quite a barrage of 10-minute episodes of something, even though it's something you love. I think I just kind of got weighed down, and I stopped. So now that there's been this amazing finale that everyone thinks is brilliant, I don't know. That seems like a good excuse to start watching again. But I'm watching stuff now. I'm in the middle of stuff, so. Yes, sawmill. You want to build compact and efficient settlements. Click the sawmill and place it on a green yellow dot northeast of the woodcutter's hut. Right. Sawmill. Northeast, that's very specific, to the point where I'm nervous, because it feels as if it wants me to put it on a particular spot. Very good. Now we need to build a stonecutter's hut to supply you with stones. There are plenty of rocks in the east of your territory. Build the hut at the western edge of the rocks. Okay, there's a lot of east and west without a compass on screen. They're difficult to remember the difference between, east and west, I find. North or south, not a problem. East and west, problem. The quest, not a problem. To save the life of Pelamar, problem. Because it goes far, but... I'll just place the stones. There we go. To expand and protect your territory, you're going to have to build guard towers. Find the military buildings menu, bop, click on it, and then click on the guard tower symbol, bop, build the guard tower in the far west, in the north end. Wait, oh, the far west, in the far north, and in the far... Okay, it's everywhere. So there's one. Okay, so they are saying you should basically spam these. How much do they cost, though? Doesn't say, does it? Doesn't tell you how much they're going to cost. Maybe if I click on the... yeah, the building site. That's 2 wood and 3 stone. Okay. And what's this? Nothing. Oh, I guess because I've already got it and they're doing it. Okay. I really don't want to spoil anything, says Max, but the timing of it dropping now, of all times. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I'll check back when I finally see it, Max, although that'll probably be sometime in 2020. We've got a lot of episodes to watch through. How many seasons have there been now? What season was that just finished? Oh, Varda Shelton, you can always go to the Discord and do it there. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. I'll sort you out with a I'll sort you out with a Discord link, and then you can talk about it in the spoiler place there. If I can remember how to do one. How do I do one? I can't remember. I thought it was up there. It's not there. Hello, Abby.
Hello.
You alright? You sound sad.
I'm sad.
Oh dear, why?
My feet hurt a lot.
Oh dear! Well, you better either... I don't know, you better sit down and...
I am. I just thought I'd say hi.
Yeah, you should do. Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Abby's had a very weary, coldy day.
Ugh.
It's been very cold outside, and that's just exacerbated the problem. Yeah.
Now I've got to make my feet cold so that they get better. I hate cold feet.
Aha! 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 Here you go. Here you go, Vard, and indeed anyone who doesn't have a link to the Discord. Oh, I'm reading on the Discord now. Ugh, all of that. Duh. Hello, Lord Bothers McBitey. How you doing? Oh, okay, so the rest of the seasons aren't too bad to get through, right? Everybody's saying hello, Abby, and sorry that you're sad and all that.
I'm going to come in the chat.
Good idea. Right, well, so, here we are then. Here we are, back in the lovely place with the houses and the stuff. When the towers are finished, a swordsman will garrison the tower, and your territory will expand. Great. Look forward to that. Oh, it's happened. It's already happened. Of course it's already happened. I just went away for a long time. Great. What should we do now, then? Good job, recruits. I suggest you build a small residence now to allow your population to grow. You'll find it in the Misk Buildings menu. Place it south of your HQ on a green or yellow dot. All right? A small residence. There we go. Bonk. I'm trying to be quite explicit. No, not explicit. I'm not trying to be explicit. This is not an explicit content stream. I'm trying. It's a nice stream where sweet things happen, such as this little man cutting stone over here. Ugh, they're not very sweet, though, are they? I've seen sweeter in the other games. What an ugly game it is! Why did you do this, Blue Bite? Why didn't you just make it look nice again? Oh, you tried. Just not very hard! Okay. Now that you have to make sure the woodcutter doesn't run out of trees, do I? Build a forester's hut west of the woodcutter's hut. The forester's hut is in the resource buildings menu. Okay, but he's not in any danger of running out. Look at millions! Alright, well there's his hut. I've got to build a house west of it. There's no room! You see? You gotta... If you're gonna be this specific about where I should build everything, because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna build something in the wrong place, and then everything will be in the way of everything else. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll just plow through. Except, I did try and play this tutorial before I first streamed this game, and I did do it wrong, and there was no room for the stuff. So I gave up, and that's why I don't know enough about the game. So, Forester's Hut. Forester's Hut. There. And I need to build it west, that's left, of the woodcutter. Well, I can't. Alright, but I can put it there, so that'll have to do. Build another woodcutter's hut southwest of the forester's hut. How am I supposed to... Well, I can't. Thank you very much. Oh, it's okay. Northwest of the forester's hut. Where did I get southwest from? Like, I checked that it was... Because I thought, I bet it's northwest, and I checked and it was southwest. Damn it. I've slipped dimensions. One forester can plant enough saplings for 2 woodcutters. Great, well, I mean, I've got plenty. So there. 2 woodcutters' huts, 1 forester's hut, a sawmill, and a stonecutter's hut makes up a fully functioning building resource centre. As it becomes necessary, build additional resource centres elsewhere on the map. For this mission, 1 resource centre is sufficient. You should be able to see the mountains to the north. Go and have a look. There they are. Now go back south. And center the screen over the small residence, okay? I want you to recruit 5 geologists to search for minerals. Locate the settlers menu. Bonk. And click the occupations button. Bonk. Click on the double arrow next to the top left specialist, okay? 5 new geologists. There they are. I've got a little troop now. They don't look much different. Oh, no, they do. They've got a sort of hat. Kind of strapped on bag. Although I think my carriers have got bum bags on. Or are they just belts? They're belts. Waist. You should have a bum bag. I miss having a bum bag. I used to wear a bum bag to school every single day. Probably all the way through the 90s. Yeah, I think that's reasonable to say. All the way through. Well. 90s 3 to 6. Bum bag. 90s 7 and 8. Yeah, I probably stopped with the bum bag then because I went up to a bigger school and it was, I don't know, I was probably trying to be conscious of the fact that you're not supposed to wear a bum bag. But that's a shame because I used to be able to keep all sorts of... I had a bum bag stuffed full of cool stuff. I had sweets in there. Yes, all the time. All the time, yes. When, no matter, like, wind or sun, it was... It was full of... Sorry, I'm just aware that sun isn't really an antithesis to wind. Wind or sun. Anyway, yeah, I would have sweets in there, and people would say, Bulmer, can I scav a toffo off you, mate? And I would say, why, yes, you may. Here is a toffo. Because I would have a toffo. A toffo was a small... like, you know, fruit pastels? That shape and size, but of toffee. Yum, yum, yum. And you get fruit-flavoured toffos as well. Yum, yum, yum. The red ones were the nicest. Yum, yum, yum. Now, can you get strawberry-flavoured toffee? Can you, Buffalo? You can't. And this dismays me, you can tell. There's Abby, look. She's going ow because of her feet. She's been tromping around on them. Right, what am I supposed to do again? Those are your geologists. Well, just are your geologists. Please select them now. Hold down the left mouse button and wrap them. If you see green dots over the head, you've succeeded in selecting them. Navigate to the mountain and click on their destination with your rumb. They should be on their way by now. Well, by then you mean. Donk there. There they go. As soon as they're on rocky ground, they can start searching for minerals. Click on the Find Resources button in the menu. You'll soon see them posting signs that indicate they're finding... Oh yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, this game does seem to give you almost too many controls. Because in all the other Settlers games, you just send a geologist. They're just gonna geologe. But they don't... In this one, you have to actually tell them to do it. Personally. You have to intervene. You have to give them the idea to geologe. Intravenously. Like this. Click. There we go. I'm now finding resources. Make them search the mountain until they find iron ore, silver sign, and coal, black sign. Coal should be north, and iron ore northwest of your HQ. Note the blinking symbol in the bottom left of the screen. Click on it to read the message. There, it just appeared. Yep, there we go, got some coal. In order to extract the minerals from the mountain, you'll have to build mines. Be patient and wait until your geologists have located the highest concentration of minerals. The productivity of your mine will depend on its position. Don't think you want that little apostrophe, do you? Relative to the resources. In order to extract the minerals from the mountain... Go ahead and build a coal mine and an iron ore mine now. Mines are in the resource buildings menu. What? Okay. I mean, yeah, look, I'm clearly going to get... There's a 3 iron sign there. So let's do it. You're not going to get any better than that. Is it this one? This one. Iron mine. Building iron mine. There we go. And then coal mine. Oh, where's the coal mine? It's there. Of course it's there. Where else is it going to be? Let's build the iron smelting works, the toolsmith, and the weaponsmith close to the mines, rather. Don't worry about building them on red dots. Sometimes a tightly arranged settlement is more important than to save a minute in construction time. Okay. Okay, so we want an iron smelting works. Iron smelter. There we go. Oh dear. Building them close as I possibly can to the iron mine. Toolsmith can go in the middle. Because I bet you... I bet you a toolsmith is going to need both iron and coal to operate. I bet he is. Let's put him there. And then over here... What was the last one? Oh, the weaponsmith in the military buildings. May I suggest? Would you like to suggest another building? A military building? Then name the weaponsmith. There he is. No! I done it wrong, didn't I? Did I? Oh, that's a toolsmith. Yes. Yes. So, weaponsmith. There he goes. Old weaponsmith. He makes the weapons. I imagine, says Lord Bobbers McBitey. I imagine. Is that the name of your dog? Because that's a good name for a dog. I imagine making the controls slightly more involved just to give players something to do while they wait. It's a very slow-paced game. Yes, it is. It is. Oh dear, it is making me a little bit sleepy. The next stage in building your colony involves constructing another... I'm waiting! I was trying to think what that reminded me of, and you're right. That is what it was. The next stage in building your colony involves constructing another residence. This time, let's build a medium-sized one. Place it west of the small residence. Okay. Oh, you're right. Oh no. Real ice or spray on fake ice? Okay, medium residence to the west of the small residence. That's west, isn't it? Yes. The weaponsmith begins work automatically. It'd be a waste of resources if the toolsmith did that. Yeah. When you need tools, use the goods, tools and weapons menu. Really? Now, recruits, wait for the buildings for heavy industry to be finished. Okay, I will. Oops. Oops, hang on. Hang on a minute. Okie doke. Bit my lip today. Quite badly. Yeah, not that badly. I once bit my lip so badly that I had to have surgery. That's true. Although I didn't have the surgery because it was completely in need of surgery for like months and months and months. And then the day I went for the surgery, it just healed that day, so I didn't need it. Okay. Wait for the buildings for heavy industry to be finished. Okay. Not long now. Look, this one's started. We're still levelling the ground for this one. And we've made ourselves some little paths, but not nice little paths. Are they? No. They're quite revolting to look at, in fact. I don't like them at all. No. No, well, I wouldn't. I don't think it's a very good one. But maybe it is. Maybe I'm just not being fair. But I do remember I played a lot of Settlers 4, so that must have something going for it. Because I thought it was I thought Settlers 4 was just like Settlers 3, except with some extra thing that I couldn't put my finger on what was good about it that kept me playing. So I guess we'll find out soon. The NHS is super great, says Lord Bothers McBitey. Yeah, it is. My doctor next week. My doctor next week. And that's why I'm going to my doctor next week. And get poked about with a bit. Come on. Well, there's only one thing for it, really. I'm just going to have to scroll through Twitter a bit. Somebody has commented, download links are dead. On one of my YouTube videos, and I don't know which one, but they're correct either way. Oh, it's my old Sonic song. Yeah. That's, my old songs had, I can't remember what it's called now. Tin Deck, was it? One of those things where you put songs up and people would download them. But that's gone now, so they can't download them. Oh, here we go. Your miners have a healthy appetite and need food, or they will go on strike. Therefore, the next project is to build a fully functional food industry. The eastern part of your territory is a good place for that. Yeah, look at it. There's a bit of land there. Okay, what do we do? Phase 1 of the food industry consists of building a grain farm, a pig farm, a slaughterhouse, and the waterworks. Make sure the grain farm has plenty of flat green land on its southern end. Build the grain farm now. Now, you'll be noticing, perhaps, that I do already know all of this so far. But there's obviously something I'm missing, because I was screwing it up, so I'm just going to let it tell me what to do for a while. Big. Build a pig farm close to the grain farm. Be careful not to build it immediately south of the grain farm. Your grain farmer needs space there to grow his crops. Note that it will take some time to raise pigs. That's right, they're not just for Christmas, are they? Put it up here. Oh, no, it's not. No. Because that's where I'm going to need to put a guard tower if I want to expand. I want to expand. Yeah, down there. Build the slaughterhouse between the pig farm and the mines. This way, transportation of goods is more efficient. Oh, but between those two... Right. You see, you've got to tell me these things ahead of time. Where am I supposed to put a pig farm then? Alright, I'll put my pig farm all the way over here. Yeah, and I'll put the slaughterhouse. Who's that? No. Yes. About there. Now move to the western area of your empire and locate the river. There it is. Build the waterworks right next to the river. Doing this near a lake or the ocean won't work. You'll need a supply of fresh water for the bread and pig farm. Especially the bread farm. Let's wait until it's built up. Alright, so... Waterworks? Where are you, waterworks? There you are. Right next to the river. Well, I wonder where constitutes right next to. There? There? Certainly there, but I kind of think we're going to be asked to build a guard tower there. Oh no, I'm putting it there. That's perfect. I'm going to put a guard tower down here. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is sort of mucking along, isn't it? Right, move to the western area. I've done that. I'm just gonna wait for all these fellas to get over there and build themselves up. Thing. Boring, isn't it? We should talk about something while we wait for all of this. But what? Okay, well, here I am on Twitter. Let's see what somebody said to me about Mario Land, apparently. Somebody called EdoLogix has said, I still treasure the first Super Mario Land. Yeah, the nostalgia for that has always washed away any flaws for me. Never had any annoying or bad experiences with it. I guess I'm more like Demon Tomato Dave than Brentalfloss when it comes to the first Super Mario Land. Well, little does he know that, actually, I got very annoyed with Super Mario Land constantly. It's just that I still loved it. So same. I think it's the nostalgia, but also like, you know, I mean, this was my opinion at the time, so I don't know if that counts as nostalgia, just because it was in the past. It was my opinion then in the past. Oh yeah, Mario Land. It's not like good but only if you compare it to Super Mario Brothers. Like, it's a brilliant game by itself, and on the Game Boy and stuff. And yeah, you know, and that it was the only one that was on the Game Boy, so you kind of had to see it that way. And in that context, it was great for the first level, and then it got increasingly less fun as it went on. But I still had a nice time. I don't think I ever finished it. I enjoyed the attempt. Knock a knock, knocky knock, knocky knock. It would, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yes. Oh. Alright, if you insist. Aha! Select the waterworks on the map. And now click the symbol with the red, orange, green circles in the middle of the menu on the left. The concentric circles on the map indicate the working area for your building. Make sure the river flows through the working area. You can move the working area by selecting a new center point with your lumb. Well, I mean, that clearly does go through, but let's just really help them out by proper centering on the river. Okay, I've done that. This function is available in other buildings too, such as the Forester's Hut, Grain Farm, Woodcutter's Hut, etc. Use it to optimize their productivity. The second phase of building your food industry is bread production. Let's begin this phase by moving east again. The easternmost guard tower is blocking fertile agricultural land. Well, that one. Select the tower and click on the Crush Building button in the top right corner and confirm with yes. Now, this is a contentious point, because in most Settlers games, if I was to do that, any land around that guard tower, like claimed by that guard tower, which is like about that much, would just go away. It just wouldn't be mine anymore, and all the buildings in it would burn. There was a theory put forward that in this game, that only counts for the outermost ones. But I don't know, it kind of seems as if I'm allowed to just destroy a building, a guard tower, wherever it is. Okay. Build a second grain farm, a grain mill, and a bakery. Build the bakery close to the mines. Okay, well, I don't want to put my farm there because that's kind of right in the middle. So, we'll have... Oh. Oh. I already have built 2 grain farms. When did I do that? When did I do that? Weird. Weird. Alright. But I've got one now, so I don't need another one. So I can just have a grain mill. Should I put in a grain mill? Windmill. Windmill. Don't call it a grain mill. Stupid name for a windmill. Windmill. Windmill, that's nice. Grain mill. That's not nice. Windmill. Nice. Grain mill. Windmill. Grain mill. Windmill. Grain mill. See, there's a difference in cadence in my voice when I say the different words. That's always been a burden on me, actually. You know, so you could be going along in the car and you'd pass a windmill and I would go, windmill! And everyone would go, oh yeah. But then, if I went past a grain mill, I'd go, grain mill. And everyone would go, what's the matter? And I go, what? And they would go, the way you said that, it was like you turned into a sluggy little villain. Like a little crawly gollumy man. That's just how I say grain mill. And that's alright, but then the problem was when I got a job as head of PR for a grain mill. Sorry, for a grain mill. Because, yeah, I would always have meetings and our clients would be there and I'd be like, you might want to invest in our grain mill. And they'd all go, ugh. Oh, I don't know now, I'm put off now. I didn't keep that job for very long. Oh, and a bakery. I need a bakery! Oh, it wants the bakery to be close to the mines. Up here, then. Is that close to the mines? Up there we go, that's even closer to the mines. That's right next door to the mines. I grew up in a town that was a mining town. I don't remember there being any bakeries particularly close to the mines, but then... I don't know. I don't know if I would have ever been close enough to the mines to really pay attention to whether it was covered in bakeries or not. I'll have to go up there and have a look. Well, it wouldn't be now, will it? Thatcher closed down all the bakeries in the 80s. Yeah, I quite like that. What do you think, Abby? one small snort. No, I think that was good. I think that was a solid joke. Yeah, you know, it had like a build-up and a proper punchline, a structure, everything. I think it was good. Pain mill, says Siege. Apparently the producer and director of Mario Land also designed the Game Boy's hardware. Yeah, he was a guy and a half. Didn't he make Metroid as well? And then died. I feel like I want to say he died recently, but you know what I'm like. Recently could mean, 15 years ago. Or more. Now you should recruit a few soldiers. To do so, build a barracks. Ah, you see, this is... I wasn't doing that. I did build a barracks in that level we were playing a minute ago, but like, just incidentally, I didn't know you had to. Build a barracks on the western edge. I always have to remember which one's west. This one. When the barracks is finished, weapons will be delivered and your settlers will receive them and become soldiers. Alright. Starting to get worried about the encroaching border and my running out of places to put a guard tower, but okay. Where's barracks? Barracks, there he is. There he is. With his machine gun arm. But, in order to recruit enough soldiers, you're going to need a bigger population, so let's build another medium residence east of the small residence. Okay, so that's over this way, isn't it? Medium residence east. East. Yeah. He died in the late 90s, really? Honestly, I must have just found out then, because I really feel as if... I feel as if we had, like, this mourning period on Twitter. Well, no, I don't feel it. I remember it. So that must have been something else. It must have... It'll have been his you know, it would have been his something 10th birthday or something, so we had a little remember about him. Muddy looking game, says Abby. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Ugh. It's all muddy. And that's one of the things I don't like about the paths. Because the whole system here is that as the settlers walk around, they're just kicking the grass to death. And you just can see the mud underneath. Which, yeah, alright, that's what settlers' paths have always been, but... I don't know, it was deliberate, wasn't it? It wasn't just... Look at this gross... Look at that. That's revolting, isn't it? I'll tell you exactly what that reminds me of. Okay, at my primary school, we had a hill, right? And on this hill, wonder what lurks beyond the boundary of your territory? A thief is specialised in exploration and gathering information behind enemy lines. Cool. To recruit one, go back to the Settlers Occupations menu, that's this up here, and click on the single arrow next to Specialist on the bottom left. Make sure you have available carriers on your screen. Well, there's one. Bottom left. New thief. Hey, it's the exact one I was pointing at. Select the thief and send him north. As your thief moves northward, watch how the unknown terrain gets revealed. Once you've entered the enemy's territory, enemy, you must be very careful not to get too close to his soldiers. If you fail to stay away from them, they will expose your thief and kill him. Find the enemy tower now. I will. So we had a hill at my school, right? And it was quite a decent-sized hill. Like, I don't know why it was there. It was weird. It was kind of weird, because I think it might have been artificial, because if it wasn't... Oh, I know what it'll have been. It'll have been, like, where they dumped the heap of soil when they were, you know, digging the foundations for the school, I bet. And then they just put grass on top of it. Well, so it was just this big, long lump, and it had trees on it, and it was nice, and we all played on it and ran about, and it was lovely. It had a hedge down the side. It was great. But... So, how do I describe this? So, there were these trees planted, right? On one side. The side facing the field. And when that happens, the roots just kind of, I don't know, just naturally produced a little less grassy patch above the point where the tree was. So if you're on top of the hill, the trees aren't on the top of the hill. They're kind of halfway down the bank. And between the top of the hill and the tree, and they weren't like, don't think of like big oak trees, they were like, you know, I don't know what trees they were, but they were like a thin trunk and no leaves or branches until really high up, so you couldn't climb them or anything. There was just this little patch that was a little bit less grassy than the rest, and we used to sit in that, and that was called the throne. And by sitting in it, I personally, without trying to, I wasn't deliberately... Oh, I probably was. But anyway, I basically kicked it until it had gone from being just, you know, a barely perceptibly less grassy area like this to something, you know, rather more like this. And then eventually to just like a big hole in the hill. Like this. And I would sit in the top of it, and it was the shape of me sitting... And I loved it, and it was the throne. Before you proceed and conquer the enemy tower, expand your territory all the way west. Until your borders... Wait! Oh, conquer the enemy tower. Expand your territory all the way west until your borders enclose the cache of gold. The gold will raise your soldiers' morale inside enemy territory, making them better fighters. Abby's having a little snigger away. Oh, well, yeah, we certainly had an Iwata moment. Whoops. A doops. Yeah, no, yeah, I wonder if it... But it wasn't, because it was definitely this guy, because this was how I found out that he made the Game Boy and died in a car crash, and maybe he made Metroid? I think he had something to do with Metroid. I don't know what it was. I suppose what it could have been is when it was Iwata, like... maybe people just got... Well, you know how it is. Maybe we wanted to be even sadder than that. So we were like, who else can we be sad about that's similar to this? What are you having a snigger at, Abby? Oh! It's a secret. She's keeping her secrets. Trixie. Oh, did he just make a sausage? He did! Okay, so we're gonna go west. Somebody should make up a song about that, and I would have been able to sing it then, but alas. Come on, fellas. Over you come. Now, I'm not intending to play this for much longer, because I'm going to want to go to bed. Initially, my reason was that because I wanted to listen to podcasts with Abby before we went to bed, but it's already too late for that. Trouble is, I don't know how long this tutorial's going to be, and I know that once you've stopped doing it, you can't start again in the middle, and this is about as far as I've ever got. So, let's see how quick I can get through it. As you progress to the west, you might have to send a swordsman along, since they won't garrison a guard tower that's too far away. After a tower has been occupied, you can crush it to make the swordsman available again. Right, so you can just put a tower down and then just boof. Immediately get rid of it. Okay. Westward ho, then. Yeah, game's saved, but like, I can't load it. Okay, what have we got over here? Oh no, that wasn't a sausage. That was a bread. He had a baker's hat on. I bet it was a long lump with lines down the middle, and I took that to mean sausage, but it's a bread. So what about my sausage? I want to see a sausage getting made. In fact, have I even... Oh, I was supposed to make a pig's. And I didn't. That's why I've got 2 grain farms. One of them's supposed to be a pig farm. Billy, let's make pig farm. Where shall make pig farm? There. Yes. Let's put it slap bang in the middle of everything. Right, well, now we're at another waiting bit, so we'll have to come up with something to talk about again, aren't we? Well, I know. I'm going to talk about Dragon Ball Z. Well, it's not, though. That's the first thing to talk about. I've been, I've been taught by years of the internet to call it Dragon Ball Z, because even though in England I would say Z for that letter, and I wouldn't say Z. You know, when it's the name of a thing, you kind of have to say it, so I begrudgingly call it Dragon Ball Z. Well, no, turns out in Japan they call it Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. So anyway, I've been reading the Dragon Ball comics, and I have finally made it all the way through to book number 17. I'm not buying individual books, I'm buying the 3-in-1s. So I'm now on my 6th book, and I've well and truly started the Z section. And I know this because it keeps saying, see the actual Dragon Ball season, see the actual Dragon Ball series that predates Dragon Ball Z. And you go, well, I'm just buying books called Dragon Ball, so I don't know why you've put that in. Couldn't be bothered to edit your pages, could you? For this edition? Rubbish. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. Get rid of that. Oh, I see what you mean. Right, there's the gold then. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I don't even have to mine it, it's just lying there. Someone just left a load of gold ingots. Are they ingots? Are they bullion? Bullion. How do you pronounce that? You know, because it could be like bouillon, couldn't it? Let's find out. How do you pronounce it?
Bouillon. Bouillon.
Bouillon. There you go, now we know. But how do you pronounce it in French? Probably the same.
Pronouncenames.com.
Yeah, alright.
Bouillon.
Yeah, about the same, isn't it? Excellent. That should help your warriors to defeat the enemy. Just saying bouillon a load of times. Wait until you have recruited 10 or more soldiers. Gather your army, entire army, and move north to conquer the enemy tower. Alright. Okay, so I need 10 or more soldiers now. Let me try and remember how I do that. So I've got a barracks. I don't have to do anything at the barracks, do I? I don't have to press any buttons here, no. But I can, because it takes me to the page that I do need. So, soldiers. I don't know which ones I need. How many have I got? Because, like, there's a guy right there. I need something that tells me how many I've got altogether. No, stay there. I don't want you. Well, now I feel guilty because I said I don't want you. I do. Just not for the task I'm doing now. Alright? Are they soldiers? No, what are they? These are soldiers. That looks like 20 or more to me. Can't hurt to make more though, can it? Who have we got? So we've got... It's just that... I don't know. They both look like bowmen to me. Is that maybe a sword? I don't know. How is that anything? Oh, I think that's a shield. Maybe he's got a sword pointing that way. Okay, so I've got 15 of them. 7 bowmen, 5 speary guys, and no god. Okay, so I have got enough, but let's make some more anyway. Let's just see what happens. Divine promotion. Oh, right. So you actually can... There is god. Okay, so I obviously need to hire a god before I can have divine promotion. Let's just have some more swordsmen, shall we? Let's see what happens there. Cool. Is that going to be an iron brick? Ooh, I would have left that a little bit longer. Cool down. That is molten iron. Feel as if molten iron... I don't know. I feel as if that's not good on hands. Tell you what, though, wouldn't it be nice to go to an iron... Is this even a thing? Like, is there a place that makes these iron blocks? Because in every single Settlers game, and everything similar to it, there is. And I want to go to one. And I want to see a block. And I want to pick it up. And, I don't know, just look at it. And yeah, I want to do that with, like, you know, gold bouillon as well. But I don't think I'm likely to be allowed. Whereas, I don't know, I feel as if, like, you know, an ironworks... They might let me. Yeah. Might. But obviously what I want to do is go to the gold factory and the jewels factory and just, like, scoop a load of them into my hands. I don't have to keep them. You can keep them. I'm not going to nick them or anything, but I just want to scoop them into my hands. Some jewels. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Think about that. Scoop. Right? I don't think that's how it works. I think they individually, you know, cut them in a very careful way, and then they don't just chuck them in a bucket. But if they did, I would be wanting to scoop my hands through it. Have I recorded? Have I recruited those soldiers? I've recruited some of them. Oh, here's some of them up here. If I just sort of do a big drag. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at them. Oh, let's conquer that enemy tower. That's loads. Look. Look at all them. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Oh, supposed to read more. Are you in enemy territory yet? No. Then get ready for battle. Make sure your entire army has arrived. Archers move slower. And all soldiers are selected. Click the right mouse button on the enemy guard tower and enjoy the battle. Okay, cool. Didn't really tell me how to just select all my soldiers. That would be useful. Family of gold out having a picnic. Yeah. Oh, good night, Varda. Oh, probably missed you. Nice one, Siege. Oh. If only Pothers had said blisters, you know, that would have just been a little bit better, but it's alright. It's alright. Oh look, they're Egyptians, look. They got little Egyptian hats. Look at that. Got a little Egyptian tower. Right, I'm going to be the Egyptians as soon as I possibly can. Look at that. That's way more interesting than, like, whatever dullards I am. That's not the right word. I meant, like, people who have dull stuff. You've won. Congratulations, you've learned the basics. But in order to survive the forthcoming adventures, you'll need to become more skillful. Good luck. You'll need it. Click on the computer symbol to quit the boot camp. Oh, alright. So that didn't really teach me anything, did it? It really didn't teach me anything I didn't already know. Let's see if I can be Egyptians. Single player scenario. Bumlaw's game. I can't change it. Okay, it's called Bumlaw's game. Whoa, look how specific you can be with this world size. Okay. Alright, whatever. Or I can load... Oh, Egypt. Yeah, let's have some Egypt. Oh! Ooh, I don't know if I like Egypt, actually. Beginner, yeah. Okay. What else have we got in here? Oh. Well, let's have beginner. And let's... Can I be the Egyptians? Whoa, what are these? Whoa, are these ones that people have made? I think they are. Whoa, look! Daffy in the middle. And sure enough, there he is. Whoa, Dagobah. I don't know, is that based on an actual map of Dagobah? That'd be King of the Hill. What's this going to be? Oh, that's just actual King of the Hill. It's like a hill, and you can be the king of it. What does that mean? Fishridge. Wow, look at these! Stargate. I wonder when these were made. Like, were these made in the 90s, or are they contemporary? Crush. Daniel 4. There he is. Daniel made that. Good one, Dan. Dice. I suppose so, a bit. Whoa! Butterfly, that's nice. Big random. Just scribbled all over that. Battle! Oh, no. Embryo? Whoa! The Settlers! That's German for the Settlers, and it's a German game. And so that's Settlers 3! Wow! Fun map. Look at that, fun map. I don't know why that's particularly fun. Goofy. Goofy. Neither of those were very goofy. Ooh, look at that. Low res. Same res as the rest of them. Mickey Mouse. There he is. Good old Mickey Mouse himself. Look at that. That must be scanned from a photo. The truth is out there. It's going to be X-Filesy. I've always got an X in it. Kind of. Wuckle. I don't know what any of these mean, so I could be saying terrible words in other languages, you know? Alien. Hey. I mean, look, I don't want to play any of these, so I don't know why I'm looking at them. Ugh. Presumably, there's points to all of this. Presumably, if you are the people who made them, you're like, yeah, what we do is we all go down there and then we all do this and we do this and we do that. Just a load of sausages, isn't it? Alright, well, I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to beginner 1. Look at all of these, though. Okay. Aha. So we can call it trying to be Egyptians, because I am. What settings have I got? Yeah. Scenario? Oh, okay, I'm sure it is. Good, default. Game type, map defaults, sure. Number of teams 2, alright, fine. Okay, so nowhere to be Egyptians yet. Aha! Here we go. Here we go. So I can be Romans, Egyptians, Asians, or babes. Amazons. Wait. I'm going to start as them because I've never seen female settlers in a pre-Settlers 6 Settlers game. Let's see how that goes. Probably the Egyptians because they've got cool buildings and hats, but I'll stave off that longing for now. Yeah, cool. Let's go. Make sure you secure your borders in the north early enough. Expand there to cut off your opponent's way out of the highlands. Okay. Oh! Oh, we've got a nice little bit of music. Oh, look! They've had to really go in and... they've had to really carefully model new settlers. Alright then. Oh, a nice little bit of music though, hey? Hey, right. Oh, listen to that. I'll put my headphones on, but it doesn't interfere with the microphone. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Okay. Someone build it then. Oh. Just a minute, everyone. I'm going to let them build that. Back in a sec. Right, sorry about that. I'm back now. Yeah, sorry about you. You didn't get the MIDI flute for a couple of minutes. Well, there we go. We've built a guard tower. What does a night one look like? Here she is. There you go. Oh, I'm going to tweet about this. Hang on a minute. Where's the tweet I done? Oh. Oh. Lady settlers, I'm tweeting. They added in lady settlers. Well, I never. In 25 years of playing Settlers... Oh no, that's not true. I thought... I was going to say I'd never played as Lady Settlers, but that's not true. I thought... You couldn't have lady settlers until 6. And even then, not really, until 7. Playing lady settlers. Building houses. Swinging swords. HTTP twitch.tv boop-a-doop-doo deep-a-doop-a-doop. Bong. Right, there we go. Now let's continue to explore our lady settlers. Doop. But I haven't got my production, what do they call it, people. So, woodcutter... Ooh, what does that look like? It's a funny shape, isn't it? And a stone cutter. So you can't just remember what the houses look like, because they're different for every faction, so you gotta... I don't know. Oh, look, here's my little gang down here. Great, let's send them all up here. Because it said secure your northern border, didn't it? I don't know what it meant by secure it, exactly. Oh, that's nice. Oh, got some donkeys. Oops. Oh, oops. Oh, that's nice, isn't that? I've never been to a spa. Unless you mean the shop. Been to that sort of spa. But I haven't been to the other sort of spa. I don't even really know what you do at them. What do you do at them? Just sit around in a towel? Get warm? What do you do? Okay, so once I've got my woodcutter, I'm going to need a sawmill. Put my sawmill there. Oh, look at this! Oh, I do like the interesting round sort of tribal-y designs of their houses. Just a shame I keep covering them up with trees. I'm going to wait before I build a forester because I just don't want there to be any trees. Get rid of them, they're horrible. Listen to that. That was a That's a particular synth sound that you don't hear so much anymore. We used to hear a lot of it in the 80s and 90s. Because it was nice, you know? It was a distinctly electronic sound. It had this nice gentleness to it. That's how you could tell that a musical was all modern and up to date, if it had this synth sound in it. Les Mis did. Hasn't got it anymore. They like to pretend that it was a harp. They're like, no, it was a harp. It's very grown up, Les Mis. It's very sensible. No, it was one of these. It was an extremely 80s pop synth. Start of on my own and that. Oh, look, they've got a knobbly on the top of the house. Chess. Had it. Right, well. Oh, who was that up there? Let's find out by recruiting... what was it? Thief? A thief. Oh, well, she's in red, so I guess she's one of ours, but what's she doing over there? Also, she's a woman. And we are the only women in the settlers' land. Makes you wonder, doesn't it, where the settlers come from? There's a game I wish I could show you, because my intention is to just stream as many settler-y type games as possible. One of my favourites from the 90s was called Baldies. Oh, is it more Amazons up there? No, she's dressed in red. Baldies. And it was just these little round bald men. And it was a simpler sort of game. You only had 3 kinds of baldy, and you selected them and turned them into them, like lemmings. And there was military ones, scientist ones, and just I don't know, normal ones or whatever. And they would invent these silly traps for the hairies, who were their enemy. And they were really silly traps. And then when you wanted more baldies, what you did was you built them a little house, and you clicked on it, and you could see inside the house, and they were jumping up and down on the bed. And then that made more baldies. It was lovely. I wish I could show you that game, but they've never... it already wouldn't work. It's one of those games where the speed of the game is locked to the CPU cycles, or whatever the word is. So already, my computer in 2000 was too fast, really, to play it. Oop. Oh no, look at that. They've given her a flouncy walk. She got a spy mask on. She actually got a thief mask on. Not a spy mask, thief mask. Anyway. Wait, when did we come up with the idea of thieves wearing a mask? Like if it was nighttime, they would want the area around their eyes not to be very visible. But the rest of them just normal. Stripes, in fact. Black and white stripes. That makes sense, because that was I guess that used to be a prison uniform. Did it? Was that ever actually true? Must be. How would we have ever come up with it? They do have to ruin everything, don't they? Why do prisoners wear orange now? It's not as if, there's a stigma attached to black and white stripes. You are in prison, no matter what. Why'd they have to change that? There's no actual reason. And, well, no, maybe there's an actual reason, so I shouldn't say that. But it means that cartoonists aren't correct anymore. And that's annoying. We already have to contend with the fact that, you never look at your wristwatch when you want to know the time. And it's very difficult to show what characters are doing. Okay, so... Well, I suppose I'll... What can I build that's It said secure your northern border. What can I make that's bigger than a watchtower? Large guard tower. Castle, cool. Lookout tower. And then stuff like weaponsmith. What was that? Gong hall? Yeah, gong hall, alright. Shipyard, barracks. Healer's quarters. Okay, well. Oh, I was just about to say that I've not got any mountains to look for minerals in, but I have. I just haven't expanded across it, so let's do that now. What are my reserves of wood and that like? I'm an unironic liker of this synth sound, by the way. This is the era I was raised in. People played this when they wanted to sound sincere on a keyboard. Including me! I used to do music with this. Including Mr. Matthew Corbett. It's used quite extensively on the tape of Sooty songs I've got. You know one of those songs. I've introduced you to Try Your Hardest. Make it in the end. Let's expand in all directions. I've got plenty of wood and stuff. I always watch Stonecutters whenever I'm playing a new Settlers. Let's go and have a look at the Stonecutters. I don't know why. I think it stems back from when I was 11, and it was just relaxing in the original Settlers to watch the little purple-haired, not haired, purple, not hatted either. What do I mean? Scarved, I guess. What is it when you tie a thing around one's head? Well, anyway, he had one. It was purple. He would sit there pleasantly cutting stone. It was just nice. Don't know why. Now, see, I'm tempted to get rid of that, but I don't think I can because that's my HQ. What if I never did? Let's find out. Yeah, I don't care about that. Let's find out if I destroy my HQ, what happens. You got a cool soldier. Other than that, nothing. Oh, it's the edge of the map. There's no point doing that. This isn't the edge of the map, so let's make some... Let's make some jolly geologists. Oh dear, I haven't got enough settlers. Alright, in that case, I'm going to have to make... I'll just make a medium residence to begin with. I don't know why you would ever make a small residence. Didn't really mean it to go there, but alright. No, that's quite prime real estate. I could put a farm there. Let's have a medium residence tucked right away down here. What's that? Sawmill, yes. Oh gosh, lots in the chat. Sorry, I haven't been listening to you. I've never been to a spa either, just basing my opinion on American TV air, I guess so. Oh gosh! I was given quite a surprise then when I looked out of the window and I saw what appeared to be a shower of sparks drifting down from a street light. But no, what it was snow being lit up by that street light. I am looking at the first snow of the year. Oh, that's nice. Well, not really. There was a bit of snow the other day, but this is the first snow that looks like snow, because it's actually big enough to be snow-looking, and it's going at the right sort of speed for snow. Wow, it's making me feel quite Christmassy. I might start uploading the next Snatter soon. You know, why not? We can have it not in December, can't we? I'm not going to, though. I can't be bothered. And also, it takes a lot of time, and I'm working on a big song. And I've got a deadline for that big song, because I'm performing it live. on pretty much Brexit Day. That'll be an interesting atmosphere. Orange is the new black and white stripes. You're on form tonight, Siege. Apparently some prisons still have the stripy uniforms. Really? Wow, cool. And supposedly the mask originates from masked balls in 17th century Venice. Well, I mean, I guess. I don't know what they could steal. Bouncing around everywhere. No, but why would they... What? I mean, you're probably right there, but like, why did that end up being a thing of robbers? Oh, wait! Hang on, actually. What am I picturing now? Who am I picturing that's got, like, a sort of, I don't know, Scarlet Pimpernel looking sort of a face with a mask like that? I wonder if there was a character like that. Perhaps even that one. That sort of, you know, in the stories was the sort of person who would go to masked balls, but also in the stories was a thief. And so, whoa, look at them piling out. Yeah, brilliant. And so that, and then that caught on. What do these buttons do? Select. Oh, that's how you can select them. Select geologist. No, select geologist. Wait. So I think it's like one or some or the whole world. Okay, let's make some geologists, and then let's deselect them, and let's go. There's one geologist. Deselect. There's 5 geologists. Oh, and I've only got 5 geologists, so I don't know what that one does, but I bet that does all the geologists in the world. Okay. So I don't want all the geologists. I want some of them can go over here. Okay, and when they're out of the way, these other geologists can go up there. And then these geologists, having already arrived, ponytails are boinging, can find resources, please. They tried to give them a sexy, like, slopey downwardsy top. They're too small to be able to see details like that. You didn't need to bother. Find resources. Okay, cool. Oh, we might need more geologists. No, you just carry on, do your job. Be with you in a moment. Alright. Let's give him a minute. See, again, they've gone overboard with this. Like, it's not bustly anymore, it's cluttered now. It's just full. These are too many signs. I do not need this many signs. Don't put up a blank sign. If there's nothing there, just don't put up a sign, you know? The point of having prison uniforms, says Aim of Destiny, is so that escapees can be easily identified. You couldn't just walk out and be indistinguishable from the general populace. Sure. Could be a stage thing, yeah. Oh, that's the thing I'm thinking of, isn't it? Where the reason we dress ninjas the way we do isn't because any actual ninjas in history ever dressed like that. It was because head-to-toe black wraps was how stagehands used to dress in kabuki theatre. And they would, like, you know, move the scenery back and forth, and it just got to the point where, like, audiences, you know, you could see them, but audiences knew that if they were dressed in black, they weren't there, they didn't exist. And then there was this one play where one of those, or all of them, suddenly went, ha! And jumped out, and they were the ninjas, and it was like the biggest dramatic surprise, biggest narrative twist Like, ever. And so that's where we get the ninja outfit from. Right? I hope that's true, because it's awesome if it is. I like it a lot. Okay, let's have an iron mine. Have a couple, couldn't we? Yeah, go on, let's have a couple. Hey. Oh, they're still yipping. And then let's have... coal mine. Was that a coal smelter? No. Oh, get out of the way! Yeah, let's try 2 of everything. Why not? Shift her working area over here. That bit in particular sounds like one of the songs on the Sooty album. Ah, we can have a waterworks that we've got a river. Oh, I'm going to have to, actually, because I need... Wait, have I got everything I need over here? What was it? It was stone cutter, 2 woodcutters, and a forester. Alright. I still am more interested in getting rid of the trees than putting a forester down, so I might give that a minute, but let's start with another woodcutter. And then it is time for some food. So, first thing to put down is probably the farm, because that needs the most space. Let's try it there. Yeah, that's a good chunk of space, isn't it? Grain mill. We're going to just north of that. Boop, boop, boop. And then a bakery. I don't know. Over here somewhere. Oh, hang on. Who likes bread? Coal! So that's no good. I don't want that there. I want it down here. Bakery down there. And then... well, I'm going to want some pigs soon. First off, let's have a waterworks. And I think it's time we built a barracks. Things might be about to get a bit fighty. I don't think a barracks expands your territory, but I'll put it out there anyway, just in case. Have you noticed that I've gone quiet there? Do you know why that is? It's because I was just reading Twitter. Yep. I'll stop reading Twitter now, shall I? Let's see what's going on in The Settlers. That's right, I'm playing The Settlers, aren't I? There's fun, isn't it? I was still reading Twitter. I wasn't. That's not true. Oh, now look at this. What's happening here? Is that have I run out of builders? Is that what's happening here? What happened to all those ones I made? All those... Oh, I must have run out of resources. Yeah, look, I've only got one plank. And it's this guy. Okay. Alright, well, I'll just have to sort of wait for them to do their flipping jobs, I suppose. Yes, thank you. That's it. Where are you off to? Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. I did make quite a lot of things all at once, didn't I? They've given them very muscly arms. I don't know if that's because they want to make them muscly, or if it's just because, you know, faced with the sudden new direction of having to make women, they just done a toilet all over themselves and like couldn't figure out how, because the man settlers are just little lumpy round things. That isn't sexy. How do we make woman ones? How do we do it? They have to conform to the shapes. And so now they were forced to use 90s polygons to make human figures, which was a disaster in those days. Like, the best one was probably Lara Croft, and that was famously rubbish. Still, we learn our lessons, don't we? And we do! Later on in the series, they start making some quite well-modelled women. Particularly in 7, they kind of carve everybody out of wood. It's very interesting. You'll see, I'll show you. Evening lifting. Yes? Oh, I'm sorry. Gems have been found? Gems? What does that mean? Gems? What's this? Is that the gems? What's that? Have I got a gem mine I can put down? Gold mine. Toolsmith. Coal mine. Sulfur mine. Oh, that could be sulfur, actually. Look, it's like yellow. Gem mine. Oh my god. Okay, so it said the gems were here. I'm not seeing which sign I should be looking at. Tell you what. We've got any geologists? Because I want you to go here. Look for gems. Find me some gems. Beautiful gems. I want to scoop them in my hands. So you should put them in a bucket. I love how the geologists have little white skirts, since white is such a great colour to wear if you're digging stuff up from the ground, yeah. Oh, check it out. Those have got to be the gems. Wow, what a disappointing sign for gems, that is. Okay. Come on, put a blue and a purple one on. Alright, fine. No, you keep looking. I want more gems. However, that amount of gems is enough for a gem mine. Sweet. So then this must be sulfur, right? Ting. Back over here, please. Back then, people were actually made of triangles, just like the whole world was grayscale before the 50s. Yeah. That's why whenever you see footage of the Beatles, they're all done in those raster lines. I don't mean raster, do I? What's the word for it? Well, I don't know. So there goes that. You know, the thing that the opposite of raster, the thing that graphic designers use instead of pens and stuff. It's a way of drawing. It's like when you draw lines on a computer, but you alter the points of them. That. You know, like flashes. That. What's that called? That's what the Beatles were. And I think it's the word for what games like Asteroids were made out of, right? What's the word for that? Because it's what the Beatles were. Okay, so it looks like sulfur is very difficult to find, especially once you click the thing. Yeah. Oh. Is it gone? Oh no, that's still, okay, that's still a building site. There's my waterway. Oh yeah, I need more planks, don't I? How's that coming? 1. Rubbish. Oh well. Oh, well, I was just going to say, I'll have to build a sawmill, but of course I haven't got any planks. Perhaps you don't need them to build a sawmill. Vector! Vector! Just doing an impression of the Speaker of the House there. That's right. I should have just thought about the crocodile. But of course, until I knew that was the word, I didn't know that it was the same word as the name of the crocodile. What am I like? Hardly know her. So what's going on in your world, people? You know, if anyone has anything to declare, any news, anything interesting, do let me know. Here's mine. I've been writing more of the Sonic thing. I've got a long-form Sonic thing, many of you know this. And many of you don't, so I'll just tell you again now. I'm currently working on a a sort of a factual book about what it was like to be a Sonic fan over the years. You know, like starting when it was brand new and the early internet years and things like that. And it's going to be a perspective on Sonic that I don't see reflected anywhere else in any, you know, sort of history of Sonic thing, be it a video or a podcast. I always find them to be a bit detached from the reality that I lived through, and a bit more about, you know, Wikipedia entries and, you know, numbers and dates, as opposed to like what it actually meant, why we were interested, the specific things that happened, what the adverts were like, and all that sort of thing. And so I'm writing that. And some of you have heard some of it, because on the Patreon Hangouts I always, you know, read bits out when I finish them. But today, actually, I recorded a couple of bits. I'll put them up on the Patreon, if I can remember. As a sort of test of those bits, you know, to see how the whole thing's going. One was a sort of thesis from early on in the, and I don't know what it's going to be, either a book or a podcast or a set of videos. I don't know something. But I recorded this in an audio manner. Might pop it up on the Patreon later. Of me just reading out the sort of thesis statement from early on in the script or ebook, whatever it is. Because mark you, it's very long. Like it's about as long as the novel that I've been writing for a year. Like there's a lot of this. It might be longer. I'm not sure. It was at one point, but then I've got quite far in the novel. And then so that's the bit at the beginning where I explain why I'm doing this and what the point of it is and so on, and like what it's going to be that other things aren't. And then I recorded the bit where me and my friends sort of first hear about Knuckles, and what that meant to us at the time, and the arguments that broke out over the pronunciation of the word. Was it Echidna or was it Echidna? And we just didn't know. It was one or the other. And so we used to really battle it out. Could have just asked our mums, really. Oh, hello, what's that in there? That looks kind of gemsy, doesn't it? But it's just the grain farm. I don't know why they've put such a colourful little trough in. Gems, eh? I wonder what I do with gems. So yeah, the bit that I recorded today is half an hour long. I might pop that somewhere. For you to listen to. It's not finished, and it doesn't really stand alone. It keeps making reference to previous bits that I haven't recorded. So that's handy, isn't it? Aren't I useful? But it went quite well. I think as a proof of concept. It's not the first proof of concept I've done, but I suppose I don't know why I did it now, thinking about it. Oh, I did. I wanted to send it to someone. Back to the chat then. Oh dear, the extremely janky pipeline of semi-broken technology I'm using to wizard the stream to my mobile is bursting at the seams and losing audio every half minute, lol. But the proof of concept worked. Oh, well done, Livning. And then Siege says, I'm probably about, halfway through making the Final Fantasy VI recap videos. Oh, really? Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, cool. Because I would quite like to go back to playing Final Fantasy VI again. But I don't want to hurry you along, because, you know, I know you've got a bit on your plate already. But so I don't mean hurry up, but I do mean I'm looking forward to that. Finished the first one the other day, and it's 1 hour 46 long. Okay, well, maybe I'll just do a stream of me watching that video. Because I don't want to be one of these people who's like, you know, you do all that work and then I'm like, oh, well done, and then I pretend to watch it, because I would sit down deliberately meaning to watch it, but I know that I would probably drift off. But if I do a stream, then, you know, then I'll definitely watch it all. I'm locked in then. It comprises the first 9 streams, which are 19 hours long altogether. Well, yeah, but that's 19 hours of me playing the game wrong. So is that what you're doing? You're doing a sort of you cutting together essentially the story scenes from my playthrough. Thanks for listening. Best of luck janking together whatever it is you're doing. Oh, look at this little hat she's got on. It's like strawberry shortcake. Oh, it changed colour. Oh dear, I guess they only made generic... So it's like got a red band on. And, oh no, I was going to say they only made generic sprites for the animation, rather like, you know, assuming that the stripe said that she was on the red team. But she's wearing red, so... I guess they changed their minds partway through making the animations and didn't get all the way through it. Okay, could you please hurry up with those planks, because I've got quite a few things I want building. Oh, I know. Yes, actually. I could do with a forester at this stage. Not really, no, there's loads of trees. Okay, I'll put one anyway. I don't know why I'm averse to putting down a forester. Well, I do know why. It's because I hate them. Because they make there be trees, and I'm sick of the trees. They can get stuffed. Look at these ones. I thought they had long beards then, but it's just their boobs. Size of her feet. Look at the size of her feet. Oh, see, I can't help but body shame my settlers, can I? As soon as they make female settlers, there I am, straight in. Revolting. And I mean, that kind of is what happened there. Like, I'm making it sound like that's not what it is. That kind of is what it is. Like, yeah, this one's got massive shoes compared to the rest, but not compared to the man settlers. So there you go, lesson learned. Don't body shame settlers. Just trying to sow grain. Story and a few other funny bits, like the first Wheeze and Poos bit. Oh, I remember Wheeze and Poos. Oh, that was a nice little song. Never got any further than the words Wheeze and Poos. Oh no, there was something about them collecting in my shoes at one point. But still, I should have gone away and thought about that. Come up with some words. I never did. Suplexing the train, yeah, that was good. She's wearing clogs for fieldwork. There you go, yeah. Is that what clogs are for? Are they for... I don't know, fieldwork. I don't know what clogs are for. Let's find out on this stream what clogs are for. There we go, that's what we're doing now. Wikipedia clogs. Oh, so there's clog, and then there's clog brackets British. Alright, yeah, it's just a different kind of shoe, and not at all what we're interested in. So clogs, there they go, clogs. I don't know, was this an 80s thing? Like, I feel as if clogs came up a lot when I was very little. And yeah, it was probably because of the little mouse with clogs on, but like... I don't know, I feel as if like I really massively knew what clogs were. Like, they were... It was one of the things that they taught children. Like, rainbows. You know what I mean? And like a bucket and spade. Clogs. It was one of the items that exist in the world that we learned about. Umbrellas. Clogs. They're a type of footwear made in part or completely from wood. Clogs are used worldwide, and although the form may vary by culture, within a culture the form often remained unchanged for centuries. Traditional clogs remain in use. I'm not interested, I want to know... Oh, although, I know I am interested. Listen to this. Remain in use as protective footwear in agriculture. Why? Why agriculture particularly? Is it... Oh, no. Is it like if... So, oh, it'll be so that you don't catch your foot with the scythes, I bet. I bet that's what it is. Have you seen that video a few years ago of a bloke using an actual scythe? And he's like, oh yeah, never mind your combine harvester or whatever. Check this out. And he just proper did like a Zelda spin with his scythe around him. And it just like cut all of the wheat down. It was like, zhish, all done. Like you can totally understand why they gave the Grim Reaper a scythe, because it's like you proper do cut down whatever you move it through. Although clogs are sometimes sometimes negatively associated with cheap and folkloric footwear of farmers and the working class. Some types of clogs are considered fashion wear today. Why is it said that? Why is that negative? Why is that negatively associated? Yeah, they're dancing them. It's like one of the fundamental roots of tap dancing. Yeah. Origins, right, here we go. The origin of wooden footwear in Europe is not precisely known. No, I want to know what they're for. Oh, there's a point, yeah. The reason we can't find any clogs is because they were wood. So once they were done with, people used to chuck them on the fire. So we actually don't... we don't know at all what the original clogs were like, because people refer to them in stuff, but they... You know, we never know. What are they for, though? What are they for? Right. What were clogs for? There we go. What were they for? And what will I find? What are clogs and why are they so popular? Yeah, I know. Everyone's always wearing clogs. History of clogs. Here we go. This is what we're... I know. This isn't... No. Yeah, no. This isn't apropos of anything. It's just what we're doing, okay? We're just going to learn about clogs, alright? Alright, thank you. You won't see many people wearing clogs in Amsterdam, but they are still an important... Sorry, Amsterdam. But they are still an important part of Dutch culture. Whatever you may think of them, traditional Dutch wooden clogs, or klompen... Yes! That's the Dutch for clogs! Klompen! They're an important part of Dutch heritage and are still worn in rural parts of the country today. Dutch language has many idiomatic expressions associated with wooden shoes. Clogs are still popular with people working in agriculture as they are. Here we go. Great for walking on muddy ground and can easily be removed. Is that it? You can easily take your shoes off? Do you know what? I can quite easily take my shoes off. It's not one of the more taxing chores that I have to go through. Take my shoes off. I've never thought, oh, I could really do with some horrible wooden shoes to... I don't mean to be culturally insensitive when I say horrible. I just mean, it doesn't look comfortable, does it? Clomping about. In your clomping. Anyway. Dutch clogs are made from different types of wood. Popular? No. Poplar and willow being favourites, and are often painted. Now, there we go. Now you're talking. Let's get our clogs painted up. Traditional handcrafted wooden shoes. Clogs have long been worn by workers as protective clothing. In fact, clogs have even been certified by the European Union as safety shoes, and they can withstand sharp and heavy objects and concentrated acids. Oh, well. There you go. We'll be wearing plastic bags by April. Traditionally, skilled artisans made them by hand. As you can imagine, it's quite a job to hand carve an identical pair of wooden shoes, but professionals can produce up to 7 pairs a day. Is anyone else feeling all nostalgic now? Just thinking about clogs. It's not like I've lived in, like, you know, sort of 15th century Amsterdam or whatever. Like, I don't have clogs in my... I've never seen a clog, I don't think. Certainly never held a clog. I probably have seen a clog at a university, at a menu. Okay, that was the day Dave's brain went away. At a museum. I've never held a clog, but I may have beheld a clog. I don't know. But that's not why I'm nostalgic for clogs. This is just making me feel all oldie-worldy, you know? It's like they used to clump about in their clogs and do agriculture and stuff. There was a picture in the Wikipedia article a minute ago of a couple of different kinds of clogs. Not the Amsterdam sort. Sorry, the Amsterdam sort, but the sort that's just like, I don't know, like a slab of wood that you stand on, it's got a strap on. And it was just on a stone floor, and there was bits of hay on the floor, and I was like, oh, I want to go and work on the old farm. Oh, you want to go and work on the old farm? Tilling away at the old sheep? and I've never done that. I've never lived on a farm. Oh, well, that's not true. For 2 weeks of my life, I lived on a farm. And they weren't adjacent weeks. They were a year apart. We used to go and stay on this farm in Devon. I say used to. We did it twice for a week at a time. And so we did it once, and then we did it again. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Let's just make sure I've got some soldiers up here. And hey, how's abouts? See? We make ourselves a barracks. Barracks. Why do I want to say barracks? I think me and my brother have this joke. Oh, got one. Where we say barracks. So there must have been a game where it's like, you should build a barracks. Was that Age of Empires 1, maybe? Or 2? Oh, it's probably Age of Myth. Build a barracks. Don't know. The Clogglers! Hey! Okay, let's see what else is in the chat. I haven't heard the word plimsoll since I was a kid. No, neither have I. Although I've said it or heard it. I've thought it in my head. Plimsolls. No, I have actually. I think a couple of times I heard of plimsolls because they were like, because there's something else as well. You know what I mean? They're not just the school kind of plimsolls. Wow, you can smell them just by saying it, can't you? Agriculture. Clog origins. You can also step out of your clogs as you go back inside, so you don't track mud all over the nice indoor floor. Yeah, but you can do that with your shoes. Well, not really step out of them, but I don't want to be able to step out of my shoes, because that means that the whole of the rest of the time I'm like doing weird stuff with my feet to keep them on. Sorry to be all anti-clog. I didn't realise I felt so strongly about clogs. See, gardening clogs used by people's mums everywhere. I don't know if that's everywhere. What? Clogs? What? Clogs? People have just got them. I didn't even think people in Amsterdam still have them. I thought that was like a long time ago, you know? Oh, I've got iron mines, but no iron foundry. Let's set that up. It's not called that in this game. It's called an iron smelter. Let's get smelterous. There we go. Between that and the coal. The Clogglers 3. That's really nice. How do you till a sheep? I don't know, it's quite similar to how she's shearing this corn, but it's not quite the same. Look at her with a little cart full of jewels in there. That's like a full-on Seven Dwarfs cart full of jewels, surely. What's that meant to be? I don't know. So that's... Oh, did I build another Wait. No, I deliberately built a barracks. That's it. Okay, great. Cool, that's fine. Oh, I know what I need now. I need a house. We'll have some even more settlers. I'll go up here this time. No, because all the resources are down here. Oh, no, not there. No, I want them to have room for their farming. So I guess I'll put it up here. Oh, right in the way of a path. And actually, no, I'm going to get rid of that, because if that's the way the path has naturally worn, and this is quite a good path, look, then that suggests that that is, like, the best way. That's the best route. So I'll leave them, I'll let them have that route. Because if they had to walk all the way around a house in the way, it'd be inefficient. Nick Clogg, Jacob Rees-Clogg, Jeremy Clogbin. Okay, so what's that? Marketplace? What? Cool. What's that going to be? I don't know. Temples? Cool. Alchemist's Den? Sweet. Okay. Not even a house. Den. Okay, so what's this I've got down here again? Oh, this is my iron foundry. Whoa! Whoa, look at that! It's a really futuristic one. Cool. They got all, like, tech here in the Amazon. Sweet. Okay. So, I've got that. Now, let's... a tool maker, that's what I need. No, weapon maker. Then a tool maker. There he is, weaponsmith. And we will need tools, so we'll have a tool maker as well. But he's further away from the resources, because I want weapons first. Wow, it's really weird. Well, I was going to say it's really weird that there's two separate politicians whose name both sound like Clog. Because, let's face it, Jeremy Clogbin, that's a stretch. But Nick Clogg and Jacob Rees-Clogg, not stretches. Not by any stretch. And so, I was going to say that, like, it's weird that there's two politicians, but actually their names don't sound anything similar. It's just that they each sound like the other aspect of the word clog. Like, if you put together Clegg and Mog, what do you get? But Clog. Or you might get Clegg and Mog, series of children's books. Remember Meg and Mog? Meg, of course, in that series was played by the actress Megan Mogg. That's the joke I've been sitting on for some years, not knowing where to put it. Actually, I was about to... Yes, I was about to do something with it. And then the weirdest possible thing happened, which was that an online cartoonist, or a cartoonist, as they're called, did a comic that was like the cast of Meg and Mog, but they were all stoners. And it was this sort of semi-serious, depressing sort of comic about their life. And of course, you know... Maybe this is just wrong, but it seemed to me that the majority of that comic's audience didn't seem aware that Meg and Mog was already a thing, and so they just thought it was the characters from this comic. And like at that point, had I done my Meg and Mog joke, it just wouldn't have, it would have been different to what I was going for. It would have been to do with this stoner comic instead of Meg and Mog, so I didn't. You can't, Jadri. No, I'm afraid. No, this is. No Dungeon Keeper this. How am I doing now, resource-wise? Still just the one plank at a time. That is not good enough, but we've got some extra trees around here, so we can afford ourselves a new... Where is it? Woodcutter's hut. Where should I put it? Over here, I suppose. And then if I start relocating some of these... I know, Jerry. I quite agree. I quite agree, I'd like to wiggle my settlers. Okay. There's no point in having this guard tower anymore. Or this one. Ah! What? What? Oh yeah, of course. Oh no! I screwed up. I'm too far from home now. I'm gonna have to build a new thing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry, ladies. Wow. I mean, you saw how I experimented scientifically to make sure that that would have been alright in a previous stuff. Whoa, look how cool the waterworks is! Just take that, look at that! Wow, okay. Now let's have a little distribute. Right. Who wants bread? Is that bread? Yes. Coal miners want bread. Oh, right, that's fine. Iron miners like meat. Iron mine, okay, that's already default. And gold miners... Wait. Like fish. Okay, that seems already sorted out, really. Bum, bum. Oh. Right, well, I've got a lot more settlers, but I can't do much with them until... I tell you what, this is... I'm having a much better time playing this level than I have with any of the previous ones. I think... Honestly, I think it's the way it looks. I think that this was DLC, as it were. Or, well, I suppose in those days you would have had to actually buy an expansion CD, which I sort of half feel like we did do. No, I think that was Settlers 4. Yeah, that was Settlers 4. So I guess this was an expansion disc for Settlers 3, made by them at a point where they were better at doing the graphics, perhaps, and so everything looks much better. With your legs, not your backs. That's it. Oh, look at them. That's it. Lean on the sky. Give the sky a good whack. There, I've got balls up there. Now, mind you, so whoa. So, did I build a sulfur mine? Yeah, I did. Okay, great. But I haven't got any food yet. But once I've got a sulfur mine, what do? What do we do with sulfur? Let's see. Perhaps it's in these extra things. Alchemy? You do alchemy with sulfur? I think you do, don't you? I think you do, actually. Let's find out. Let's have an alchemist den. Yeah. I just want to see what the alchemist looks like. Look at you. Sweet. Is that my other woodcutter? Yes, good. Now, was it just a lack of wood that was meaning that she wasn't making many planks, or what? Yeah, she's still just on the one. And there's only 2 woods though, so How many? I've got like 3 separate woodcutters. And between them, they managed to produce a single... Sorry, 2 trees. Rubbish. A single tree and another single tree. MP for Keighley John Clogan. Hey, oh dear. MP for Keighley John Clogan is not an exciting man, I'm afraid. I immediately started yawning as soon as I said his name. That's based entirely on no information. I don't know who he is. He might be devastatingly exciting. He might be on his way now in a parachute, jumping out of a plane to like land on my roof and shout, "I'm quite interesting, actually," through the window. I don't know why I gave him an extremely boring man voice. Is Settlers always this mellow? This is the most serene of RTA. Yeah, dude. Yes. Well, actually, one of my favourites is Settlers 7, and that's an extremely brutal, breakneck Settlers game. But, yes, generally speaking, it's lovely and serene, and that's why I like it so much. And I've been doing a lot of streams of Settlers. Because it's nice, because the internet's all, like, the newsy at the moment, and everybody's having a horrible time, and it's dreadful. So instead, why don't we spend some time in these lovely meadows with these little tiddly people? You know? Cutting down some trees, and raising some pigs, and tilling some sheep. I'm going to have to go to bed in a minute. And mushrooms everywhere, look at them. Yeah. This was the first Settlers that came out post Age of Empires, Settlers 3, and I really think that they tried to emulate it in some ways. It was... Well, if you've not seen me playing the previous ones, then it would probably take too long to explain, but the idea of just being able to put these buildings down just anywhere and they all just kind of get on with it, and there's a load of standing around guys, or, well, in this case, they're Amazonians. There's no guys here. Is inherently a Settlers thing. Is inherently an Age of Empires thing. Although they don't go in for the big wars. Although, well, I don't know. This one might. Look, here's my soldiers. I select them. I command them individually to nip over and do a fighting, which you couldn't do in the previous Settlers games. You know, you just had to say, like, I'd quite like it if this, let's say, this guard tower had a fight at that guard tower, and then they would. Let's do that, actually. Biff. 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 Biff, biff. A biff, biff. A biff, biff. How many have I got? Some. I don't know if it'll be enough. Here comes God. Watch out. Dear. They're all just going home. Oh, because we won. This one's having a nice time, isn't she? Look. Yep, no, can't do anything with her. She's completely stuck. Oh, no, here we go. Oh, they've just killed God. That is uncomfortable. Oh no, look at this! Retreat! Yeah, retreat. have not done well. Oh, did you, Jadri? Interesting. That is exactly the sort of wreck that I would make. Still to this day, I'm playing it every day now. Oh dear. Oh. I'm intimidated by the might of whoever these people are. Empire. Alright. They have got quite a bit of might, actually. Oh, hello. Who have we got here? Who are you? Can't select you. They're spies! That's why they look like my people. Oh, no, they're not. They were just putting swords down. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay. So, I will make some settlers. Ding. And, like... I don't really know what the bowmen and... Well, they're not men, are they? And spear ladies are for... Oh, here's the first one. Go on, let's have all of them. How about down here then? Oh, look at these fancy sorts of places, aren't they? There's my refinery, and here's my weaponsmith, and it seems to be getting on just fine. How's my toolsmith? Yeah, also doing fine. Great. Keep up the good work, lasses. Bakery. He's got his tray like always. Sulfur. Oh, yes. Now, what was this? Yes, here we go. Alchemist's Den. What does he want? He wants some... he's got it, whatever it is. Oh, gold, of course. Oh, wow. Are they making gold out of other stuff? Wait, what have they got? What have they got? What's that? Buckets of apples, isn't it? Baskets is the word I meant. What is that? Gems! I bet it's gems. No, I think... no, that is sulfur. That's sulfur. So he's got sulfur and gems. And what's he making? Is he making... I bet he's making gold. I bet he's making gold for if you've got... As is the case here, if you've got sulfur and gems, we haven't got gold. Because that's what alchemists do, right? Oh, we can watch it. Isn't it, right? They make, you know, the Philosopher's Stone and stuff. They make gold out of stuff, don't they? Isn't that what they were trying to do? Yeah, there we go, gold. Sweet as! Oh, cool. Look at your hat. Look at your fizzy potions. Oh, you're great. Alright, cool. Oh, that's the closest Settlers has ever come to having a wizard in it. Oh, wait! Andy told me... My brother said wait until you get the wizards. That's what he meant. Yeah! Oh, brilliant. Yeah, oh, combat is always adorable in Settlers. Alright. How am I getting on for soldiers now? Oh, doing alright. So really, I suppose I want archers to deal with that, do I? Oh, God disappeared. am I getting on for them? Not hired most of them yet. Okay, let's keep with it. Oh, is it? And then away you go. Whoa. And there. Who was that? Yellows? This time I made myself a thief. See what's over here. Well. Quite enjoying this now. The tablets. Can't forget them. There we go. That's the physical stability of my intestines. Stabilized for another day. And now I'm going to eat some honey roasted almonds. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Oh, that was so nice. I'm going to continue eating almonds. Now. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Oh, they're nice. Blue Diamond almonds. Yum 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 yum. And basically, they're just almonds, but they're dusted with, well, what is presumably sugar and salt. Oh, they're so nice. Oh, flipping heck. Oh dear. Oh, it's first time I've had a bag of them. Absolutely lovely. And then down here I've got a bag of Kohinoor Bakawadi, which is like little round parcels of hardened pastry. And inside it is, I don't know, sort of lovely spicy tasting, I don't know, filling of some sort. It's like a little bundle of sticks. I don't know why it is. I'm going to eat them. Oh, here we go. And a little bundle of sticks inside. It tastes just like you would imagine if you imagined the nicest way an Indian savoury snack could taste. Oh, it's lovely. It tastes even nicer if you eat some of the pastry off first, and then your tongue is completely exposed to the filling. It's a hard filling, mind you. It's sort of, you know, crunchy, but oh so flavoury. But what is it? I don't know. The bag doesn't explain. Doesn't say what it is anywhere on it. I mean, you know, it says ingredients, but, like, that's no use, is it? I want a description of the product. Spices and condiments, it says under ingredients. Thanks a lot. Okay. Still a couple more long ranges to recruit. Well, let's see what happens. Save first and then see if I can... Oh no, I was going to attack these guard houses, but look how many guards there are outside them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do outnumber them. Oh, but not by much. Look, I've only got 6 swords, ladies. Okay, so let's have more then. Let's have loads. Yeah, look, I've got plenty of settlers to recruit from. That's the word I was after. Maybe we should have more. Make a sword, I want to see. Ah. No iron, like that. No, because I've got no iron mine, is why. Oh, I have. But I bet it's drained most of its resources, so let's have another one. Yeah, look, he's not doing very well. Gee. Just a moment. Alright, so, I'm making more settlers, and I'm making weapons, and with all of that, what can I use the donkeys for? They'd probably be useful, but I don't know what for. Oh yeah, hang on. About time I raised some pigs, isn't it? Let's have another farm. And let's have a pig farm. And let's have a butcher's. Now, how's my hiring getting on? Hasn't gone anywhere. Literally not a single thing has happened. Okay. Well, while we wait for them to do that, let's have a look at this Tumblr thread I've found on Twitter. Sometimes they say funny things, don't they? And people post their favourite Tumblr things. Number 1, my favourite post ever. It makes me want to rip out my spine. Please stop doing the McElroys dirty. Okay. I don't know if I want to read something that does the McElroys dirty. Let's see. So the first person says, Mod Genji here, just reminding you beans that no McElroykin hate will be allowed on here. McElroykin? To all the Griffins, Justins, Travises, and even Clint's following, you are all so hecking valid. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear! Delete this post, please, says Farfel. It is clawing at my doors, and if you don't do it soon, I'm fairly sure it will tear my supple flesh asunder and scatter my innards about the floors of my father's home. Oh no. You can't really read a lot of Tumblr posts because they're visual. I'll attempt to though. So this is a some sort of a survey, and it's got pull down menus for the answers. So you know you can pull it down and you can select one of the 3 answers: the yes, no, don't know, or whatever. And it says which of the following best describes your household, and they've selected I live alone. And then it says, in the next question says, are you the head of the household? And they've selected no. not going to attempt to read any more of that because most of it isn't funny and/or doesn't work in reading out loud. So that's enough of that. Let's see how the settlers are getting on. After that long silence. That's enough of that long silence. How are the settlers getting on? Well, they appear to have made... Oh, I was going to say absolutely no progress, but they have made these 3 Amazons up here. That's alright, isn't it? 3 Amazons. I suppose, there we go. Oh, here comes another one. Oh no, she's just carrying a spear for another one to wield. But that's alright. That's, yeah, this is... It's coming along. It's coming along. Oh, wait. I've never, ever, having built a toolsmith, I've never, like, asked them to make any tools. So I wonder if, like... Wait, what? Weapons? What's a weaponsmith, then? What? They can make tools? Oh, I don't know what's going on. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's because... Okay, this is the... Oh, okay, this menu isn't, like, inside the toolsmith. This is just the menu from the game. And I would use it to... Okay, got it. Okay, so, like... Okay. I wonder if how I'm going to know when somebody needs tools that I haven't got them, you know? I mean, there's a few tools just knocking about. And has that happened in previous games? Is that why, like, suddenly it would all just grind to a halt? Because nobody had any tools? Probably. Make some tools. Oh, very gentle and relaxed it all is. Tell you what, I've used up all my stones now. So, well, I haven't used them up, but I mean, I've all the ones that are like on the ground. I've got them. So let's make a guard tower here. We'll try and get some of those stones over here. I don't know, is that enough soldiers, do you think? Well, let's find out. Alright, ladies. Attack! Oh, we've got to attack that first, have we? Oh no, we've got 3! What? What was that? I guess that's a temple, and they can do explodes. They're just chucking arrows on her head. Oh yeah, this isn't going well. Extremely good at fortifications, aren't they? I see what they mean by their northern defences. Might have to try this again another day. I don't think it's going very well. Right, well, there we go. They just wiped out my forces really quickly, so that is not the way to go. So I might have to start even this easy level again. I guess we'll see. Not now, though. Now what I'm going to do is go to bed. It's time I went to bed. So, well, there we go. That was nice. Thank you for coming, everyone. I tell you what, just while we're here, let's just try something out. Let's just shut that down. And this is just before we go. Here we are. This is the new game I just bought. And I'm going to do a proper stream of this at some other time. Well, let's try it on high. I've got a decent enough computer. Yeah, we'll just try it. If it slows down, we'll fix it. Let's try this. Oh, let's turn it down as well. Yeah, right. I've been looking forward to this. Is my voice? Can you hear my voice? This, ladies and gents, is Robo Settlers. It appears to be a tribute to the original Settlers. And I'm just going to poke about in it. This is just to find out, you know, if it works and how it works. Oh, and by the way, don't be too surprised if the whole stream just shuts suddenly and dramatically off. Because I have not dusted my computer in quite a while. In fact, let me open these two little gates on the front of it to let some air out. By the middle of the 21st century, significant advancements had been made in the fields of robotics and artificial intelligence. Scientists had begun developing self-aware, printable robots capable of simulating human needs for sustenance and shelter. I think that they were reproducing the human needs for sustenance and shelter rather than, like, you know, will emulate human needs for sustenance and shelter, you know. Faced with an indefinite future of servitude, one group of robots hatched a plan to create a new life for themselves. Realizing there would be no place on Earth they could enjoy freedom without persecution, they looked into the heavens. To the heavens, they commandeered the nearest rocket ship and flew out into the darkness of the solar system in search of a new home where they would be free to fulfill their dream, to be human. Well, that's very nice, but as I'm going to be commanding them, I don't know, I feel as if perhaps they ought to have been, you know, actual robots that are being controlled by a person. I don't know, that's quite cute though. At last, terra firma, we've finally reached a habitable planet and we can set our wheels to ground. You are Dronebot Wigglehee, and in charge of colony operations. This looks like a good island to test our anthrobotic systems. Look at them go. While your crew are unloading your few starting resources, here are some basics. Pan the camera, rotate the camera. See, told you, new games. Part of the tutorial is to move the camera and mouse about. Yeah, you can also use your mouse. Yeah. Already done that. Already done that. I just did it intuitively. You know. You have a few resources to get your colony up and running. You can see how many of each resource you currently have in storage at the bottom left of the screen. Click the flashing logs icon to open the resource info panel. Not sure I like the resource info panel. It hasn't got little pictures of wood and stuff on it. The resource panel tells you how many logs you currently have. Does it? Where? That's what I'm interested in seeing. Oh, the whole thing is just logs. You currently have stored and how much that number has changed over the last day or week. Below that is the list of buildings where the resources are stored. So you currently have 16 logs stored at your colony ship. Alright. Just drank some water there. That was why I went all silent. Click the highlighted tab to go to the logs overview panel. Is it just logs? Is that the only thing I'd use in this? This section tells you how many logs you're producing and how many are in demand. This is a good panel to check whether you're producing enough of a resource. Oh, okay. Logs are an important construction material, and your colony ship has a basic replicator which slowly produces logs to ensure you never completely run out. But you're going to need a lot more logs, so let's build a lumberjack's hut. Yeah. Close the resource panel by right-clicking anywhere inside the panel or by using the X. Now click the flashing build icon in the bottom right of the screen. Okay. In this construction panel, the arrows tell you which resources the building produces and the resources required to do so. It also shows you the construction materials and how long construction will take. Oh, does it? Oh, it does. So I put a tree in and energy. Oh, and it makes some logs. Oh, and you can have... Oh, a better one. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh. Okay. Strange that it's not being a bit more specific about how I should build it, but I'll just build it. Can I turn it round? Ah! No! No! Oh no! How do I make it stop? Okay, I don't want this on. How do I delete it? I don't know. I may be lumbered with all these lumberjack huts. I don't think much of this tutorial, by the way. It's just stopped telling me anything. I've clearly missed something important, haven't I? How do I stop them? Okay, how do I start them? Hello, Stackbot Delana was printed 9 days ago. Oh, they've got names! Oh, they've got names! Stackbots transport resources from a building storage area to a road post when a resource has been assigned a destination. Wilbur! Oh, okay. Aha! How do I... Oh, setting road post rules is disabled. That's exciting. I don't know what they will eventually be. Yeah, but I want to know how to build... How do I do this? Come on, give me a hand. Give me a little hand. Oh, hello and bye, Zetacron. Sorry. I know, yeah. You're right there, Siege. I got all sassed up, didn't I? And it's unacceptable. I think I'm going to have to start again. I'm going to start again. Because I literally... The very first thing that in any way resembled a hurdle was what I failed at. So let's go. Oh, evening, Matt. You alright? Hey, Matt. I've been feeling a bit pitchy recently. I think it might be time. Soon. Although, well, I don't know how soon, because I'm already recording one podcast on Saturday. And another one the Saturday after. Am I? Am I? What do I think I'm recording the next Saturday? Oh dear, this isn't good news, is it? I'm aware I'm doing something, but I've no idea what it is. Let's have a look in my calendar. Oh yeah, there, yes, of course, yes. I'm doing a thing for the Patreon, actually, on Saturday. Look at this, Matt. It's Robo Settlers. Look at them. Doodle-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo. Doodle-doo. 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 Okay. So I've got 16 logs. In storage 16. Oh, no, I'm not so keen on that, but okay. Logs overview panel. That's what I had to do. This section tells you how many logs you're oh no, it's not. How many logs you're producing, how many in demand. This is a good panel to check whether you're producing enough of a resource. Okay, so production 100%, demand just nothing at all. Alright. So close that. Now click the flashing build icon and let's see if it just stops telling me anything at this stage. In this construction panel, the arrows tell you which resources, yes. It also shows you the construction materials, yes. You're in build mode, so place the lumberjack hut on the highlighted tiles. Aha! I'm supposed to put it over there. Good. Your lumberjack hut needs logs for it to be constructed, though. You can see there is outstanding demand for logs by the icon on the building and the red icons in the bottom left of the screen. Yes, sure enough. There's a problem there. There's a problem here. Click on the flashing logs icon. This panel tells you the construction progress and how many resources are needed. The red circle on the logs icon means that this lumberjack hut immediately needs logs for construction of the building. Yeah. You have some logs at the colony ship, but there's no route to your lumberjack hut yet, as indicated by the yellow alert icon. That one. Resources move around your colony along roads. Let's build one. Select the roads build mode in the bottom right of the screen. Ah, oh, cool. Roads. Yay. Oh, and paths. I wonder what that is. Oh, a road is a connection between two road posts. I.e., flags in Settlers 1. Except in this one, it makes even more sense, because like the robots literally cannot travel on anything other than roads. Road posts can hold 4 resources, and each road has a carry bot who moves resources between the posts. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Roads have a minimum length of 4 tiles and a maximum length of 6 tiles. Oh. Well, I might want them longer than that. To build a road, click on an existing road post and then click on the tile you want to end on. To build a road, do that, I just read. Hold control while clicking a tile to fix a waypoint in your prospective road. Oh, what? Roads can only be started from existing road post. Click on the blue road post outside the colony ship, and then click on the next highlighted tile, alright? Okay. Great. Each road has a carry bot who moves resources between the posts at either end of the road, depending on where the resource needs to go. Oh! If I want one longer than 6 tiles, it just gets road posts. Your carry bots can... This is lovely! Your carry bots can now transport the logs along the roads to the post, to the road post outside the lumberjack's hut. The stack bot for the lumberjack's hut will then pick up the... The lumberjack's hut is complete. Now the colony ship will print a lumberbot, and they will head to the new building. Is that him? Marlin. Lumberbot has arrived and is headed off to work. Look at him. He's screwing his little eyes up. You may have noticed another resource was delivered to the lumberjack hut. Click on your new lumberjack hut building to find out more. Oh, they're little. The carrier bots are little. They are little robots. The production panel of a building tells you the needs, status, and current output of a building. Some bots, such as lumberbots, need extra power to carry out their job. This extra power is provided by the energy resource. This panel tells you that the Lumberbot needs one level 1 energy resource per day to keep working. Uh-oh. The colony ship generates a small amount of energy, level 1, to get you started, but your colony will soon require lots more. You can generate... Yay! You can generate additional energy level 1 at residences. So, next, let's build your first residence. Yeah! Oh, the robots get to live in a little house. A little robo house. A house for little robots. Okay, then. House. This panel now tells you how much energy level... I've got to say, as a tutorial, I'm not so keen on it because it's making me feel as if I'm going to be completely drowning in panels that I have to understand what they are. Which is kind of true-ish, but like in any game like this, you immediately go like, oh yeah, no, it's this one and that, and it's really easy as soon as you're into it. But like, I feel like the tutorial ought to make you feel really comfortable and at home with all the panels. And maybe the panels ought to be a bit better designed so that that happens, because this is based on a game on the Amiga that didn't have any of these panels and didn't need them, and the whole game appears to be pretty much exactly the same as it, so we'll see. This panel now tells you how much energy level 1 this residence can generate and which resources are needed to do so. The level 1 residence turns 1 water and 1 food resource into 1 energy level 1. Oh, cool. Aw, the little robots. You can rotate a building when you're placing it. Yes, I wanted to do that. Rotate using R. Aha! And match the residence to the highlighted tiles. Hey, little house. Again, you need to connect the building to the road network to allow resources to reach it. Buildings can be connected to any point along the road. Build a road on the highlighted locations. Road. Road. Wait, what highlighted locations? Over there? If you like, okay. Not sure why you want it over there. You can increase and decrease the game speed. Oh. Change the game speed using the buttons in the top right of the screen, or using Z and X. Hooray! Or do that, or pause and unpause the game. Using space. They live in a toilet. Look at that. Look, they live in a toilet. The the toilet is finished, but as the icons above the building show, the housebot doesn't have the required resources yet to begin production of toilet materials. To produce energy level 1, the first resource a residence needs is water. Build a well at the highlighted tiles. Well, where's the highlighted tiles? Food buildings. Okay, well. Pop. Buildings also don't need to be placed directly on roads. They can be connected to a road by a path. Oh, cool, okay. Paths are secondary routes that allow a building stackbot to reach a road post. This allows you to be more flexible with your building and road placement. Okay. Interesting. Go on. Select path building mode. And build a path. The path connects a building to a road or road post. A building stackbot uses paths to collect and drop off resources at road posts. Paths don't have a maximum length, but the longer the path, the more time it takes a stackbot to drop off and collect resources, which may lead to delays. Paths can be useful as they allow direct delivery between buildings. Which could reduce the traffic on your roads. Oh, right, cool. So it's like for dedicated resources. So like if you've got, in Settlers, if you've got like, let's say a pig farm and a slaughterhouse, then you could just direct it between them and never trouble the roads that might have other stuff going on them. Cooler. Excellent. Your well will soon be built and water will be supplied to the residents. Because the well and the residents are connected by a path, the stackbot can deliver the water directly. This means the water resource will not impact your road network and can help reduce traffic on your roads when your colony grows and gets busier. Oh. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream and start it again, because, like, I kind of need this to be its own stream, don't I? Okay,